Yo.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home. 'Cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this?
This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Check 1, 2.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
All systems are go.
Make some noise! 3, 2, 1. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Mike. So many Mike. So many Mike. So many Mike. So many Mike. Don't confuse me. You are Mike. You are Mike. You are Mike. 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 So many jump. So many jump. So many jump. So many jump. Make a new baseball team.
It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025,
Yeah.
and we're coming to you live. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good. A lot better today. I have
Yeah.
Wi-Fi and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not peeing blood.
Well, Galvin, I got to tell you,
Oh,
I was going to talk about this, then not talk about it, then talk about it, then not talk about it. Then right before we went on the air, I started laughing because I went, you're just going to talk about it. And then I went, no, don't talk about it. But now that you bring it up, I'm like, okay.
all right.
I think that I have the world's worst hemorrhoid.
Congratulations.
My ass is killing me.
Oh.
And I'm afraid to go in that area and like what? So what do you do? What do you do for?
I mean, Preparation H is the only thing I know
right?
of.
That's hemorrhoid medicine since we were a kid.
Or Tux. Tux medicated pads. Don't they have those?
Something's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I know a guy that can take a look.
Who?
Joe.
I was just there like a week ago.
Oh.
Oh.
I think a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think my joke.
Joe, you got more can work.
Yeah, right?
Look at Mike's can.
Dude, it's so funny because this is definitely in my life the only thing because I was like, oh, you can't talk about that on the air. You can't talk about it. I was like, I think I've talked about it before. I'm just talking about it, whatever it is. I just I feel uncomfortable and I don't know. You all right over there? What's going on?
I'm okay, Michael.
All right. I worry about you.
Yeah, he's coughing every day now.
You got pneumonia? What's happening?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Oh, so
It's the
Joe
old-
is there.
Yeah, Joe's
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Why is Bone TV not on or
It-
Calta TV or whatever?
It
it's
is
called?
not.
Why not?
I don't know, Joe. I'm asking you.
Yeah, Carmen, why
yeah,
not?
I don't run Bone
It's
TV.
not like you have a lot of things to do over there, Carmen.
Yeah.
Somebody messing with the controls again, Joe?
Well, no, I didn't see Bone TV come into the meeting, but
I refreshed and I connected, and my computer won't even connect.
all right, I'll get a hold of Cernac.
Well, hold on. Are we on YouTube?
Well, not unless if we're not connected at the station, we're not because they're the ones who are broadcasting originating from the station.
It says we're live on YouTube.
I'm looking at it. It says there's a letter B, and it says cannot connect to room.
Right. And I refresh like I normally do.
That's cool.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
leave that up for a little while.
Yeah. How do you not know when that happens, Joe?
Because it connects automatically.
Oh.
But
So
don't
what-
you go and look
And say,
at
hey,
Bone TV
yeah.
and look at YouTube just to check and make sure?
Yeah, but right now I'm on YouTube and it's showing like.
No, it shows
there's the B.
Yeah.
There's
B,
the B.
as in bitch.
As in,
B as in
As in-
boy, you're not on here.
Yeah, like
where you be?
I'll get
Like
a hold of Cernac.
you never confirm. Like, yep, we're up.
Yeah, well, that's what I do when we first start the show. We just started the show.
6:05.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
definitely. You want to confirm after the show started,
I'm starting my record at when the opener comes on.
right?
So
Listen, Joe's under a lot of stress right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. We got a Liver King situation going on. Joe's Joe's
Oh
the
yeah.
center of it.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Yeah, no, I understand. You definitely don't have a way of doing that. That's
had a way of-
annoying and yeah.
They called
Had a way
you
of doing
Mr.
it.
Subtle.
You know, when we were streaming to YouTube from here, yes, I would be able to confirm that, but I
Right.
can't because they're the ones who are actually. I can only tell if they're connected.
So right now, somebody at the station screwed something up. That's probably what happened.
Right.
I'm not sure about that, but I mean that's possible. I did the exact same thing I've done every day since we've been doing this.
Right. So
How did Carmen and I
Same.
confirm before you do?
Right.
I don't know. Are you looking?
Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
So you're
what are you
not
guys? What are you
looking.
guys looking to see if we're on there?
Yes.
I think that's
did.
the irony, Joe. What they're saying is maybe you should do some looking.
All right. Well, I am looking.
I feel like Carmen and I shouldn't be the ones that notice that the Bone TV is not running.
Like if I.
Good.
Oh, here we go.
All right, get your panties in a wad, dude.
If Mike did the intro, and then I went to talk and I had no voice,
I would notice.
you wouldn't think that I would know that before
Well, in
I
my
went to
headphones,
speak.
I can hear everything just fine, exactly the way we always do.
But you're not the
right, never
audio guy.
Never mind. Never mind.
Am I crazy to think that Carmen and I shouldn't be the ones that notice?
Listen, I don't. I think my opinion is once it's in motion,
Right.
It's hard to tell it's not happening from this end unless you specifically go and check and see if it's happening. But why would you think that it's not happening?
It always,
Because it's always a problem. I would
Yeah.
think that would be the first thing I would do would be start whatever I start over here and then go to both Bone TV and YouTube to check
to
and make
make
sure
sure.
that it's working.
I wouldn't trust people on that side.
Yeah.
So I just assume that we're up.
Last night was Monday, so there was no like specialty show or anything that could have doctored the equipment, right?
I don't know, but Cernac is in here to give us an update.
All
because
right,
he
please.
was just in there. He's putting his headphones on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Cernac,
Yeah.
engineer. Thank you very much. Yes.
Hero.
Hey, so the only thing I can tell you is there's a big B on there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it says waiting for host.
That's you, Joe.
well, there's nothing. It's not. That's not what it looks like to me.
Are you on
Whoa.
a Mac?
Yeah, but I've been
There's
on a Mac
part of your
since-
problem.
Whoa.
Okay, well, I've
Take
been
it,
on a
throw
Mac
it out.
since we started. Okay.
Have you
I don't know.
rebooted it? Have you done any updates to it?
Not since yesterday.
Updates
So
are
you-
rebooted.
So you did an
rebooted.
update yesterday.
Yeah. No.
No, just
well,
reboot it.
I think there's an update on Restream actually that just come out.
Yeah.
Started on the 1st,
Did you-
so that could be what's happening.
Today's the first, Joe.
Yeah,
Today's the first.
I know. I just found out about it this morning.
Oh, okay.
Is it the first, really, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. So what did we figure out?
Figured out it's on Joe's end.
Oh, no.
Joe, it's on your end, they say.
All right, I'll figure it out.
That's not I don't know. Raise your hand if you feel confident. I don't feel very confident with that.
Nobody ever feels
I
confident.
can't
What
see
difference does it
any.
make?
I can't see how many hands are raised.
Zero here.
I'm raising mine.
Okay.
And in all seriousness, it leads to, it just says waiting for host. So it may be something on Joe's end, honestly.
Okay. All right, Joe. Wait a minute. You're the host. Okay. Did Joe turn his mic off?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
He just refuses to turn towards the microphone.
Oh, God. Thank you, Mike Cernac.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate you.
Sure.
Always helpful, Mike Cernac.
Yes. I don't know what's going on with both engineers. I mean, Cernac's always been good, but Dylan being super nice every time we call him.
Oh.
Yeah, and you've really done some
I've had to call him 2 times where I was at fault.
You had to call him 2 Fridays in a row.
Yes, yes, with Category 5 emergencies.
Yeah,
and
like ruin your weekend type emergencies.
Yeah, and I said I spilt liquid into the board, and the first two volume pots aren't working. And he said, "Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes." He didn't go, we tell you not to drink. He was like, "Okay, I'm on my way. See you in a few minutes." I came here. I wasn't even home. Walked in, swapped them out, left, got everything all fixed up, ready to go.
You think he's drinking mushroom coffee?
I don't know what he's doing. Whatever he's doing is mellowing him out. Pretty good. Joe, let's see update.
I'm sending an email.
Oh, no. To who?
To Mike Cernac.
Why? What happened now?
I'm going to send him a new link, a new invite link. If I'm the host, I'm sending him a link.
All right. No need to get etchy with me. A little bit.
Putting the B in reboot.
Can't fight with both the Santos at the same time.
No.
Oh,
Family
man. I took my daughter to the orthodontist yesterday.
Yeah? Should have had him look at your butt.
No, wrong end. Wrong end. We go in there, and so what they have to do is they have to take her, I don't know, they have to change her rubber bands. Does that make any sense to you guys? I've never
is
had
she wearing braces?
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter had braces.
Okay, so they go in there and they take the rubber bands off, they check her teeth, and then they make her brush, and then they retighten them or whatever they do, okay? So, it's weird when you have kids. I definitely was a lot closer with Joey when he was a baby, like when he was a little boy and he was the only kid. I remember the first time I took him to the doctor and he had stomach problems, and the doctor began pushing on his stomach to see, I don't know, whatever he was doing. He was doing doctor stuff, but he pushed Joey's stomach so bad that Joey, made a noise like he was hurt, and I flinched. I wanted to grab the doctor. I almost knocked him out. Because you just see a guy hurting your son, I did not have that with Juliana yesterday. Yesterday, she's laying down in the dentist chair, and the dentist goes, "I'm going to take the wires off her teeth. She has one baby tooth left, and it's a little wiggly. And when I take the wire off, the tooth may just come out." I was like, "Okay, cool." So she takes the wire off, takes the pliers, reaches in, and just pulls the tooth right out. I mean, I heard it go. She just ripped it right out of her mouth. I mean, it was probably, she knew what she was doing.
She didn't numb it up or anything?
No, she just went clamp, pull, and pulled it right out. And you could just hear it ripping out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Juliana sat up and looked at me like, "Dude," and I go, I just saw the whole thing.
Imagine what that sounded like in her head.
Oh, I heard that. She goes, "Me too."
Yeah.
Oh, it was just ripping out of her face.
Yikes.
It was crazy. Yeah. So that was it. She's out of baby teeth now.
That's crazy.
I know, because I told her once the last baby tooth goes, you have to start paying rent.
Yeah.
The whole thing changes.
Get a job.
Start doing what you got to do.
It goes fast, man. My daughter's driving her own car now. It's crazy.
I feel like it didn't go this fast for Joey, but it's flying by for Juliana.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
Juliana, who ordered Taco Bell at 1 o'clock this morning on Uber Eats and then left the door open all night.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's going to be some lectures today.
She's on the Uber Eats card now too?
Yeah. She's the worst. She's the worst.
Why not?
That's a second Taco Bell trip yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Carmen, I went Taco Bell again. Nothing.
Really?
Yep. I'm holding strong.
Good for you. I know that's hard. I know how hard
And
that
you smell
is.
those kids eating the Taco Bell in the car, and you're hungry.
And then you're also like, I could just get one little
Right.
thing.
Right.
Yeah. So
I couldn't. I didn't want to. It's like saying I could do one line of cocaine.
Right.
I will tell you, Taco Bell is good. I'm not saying that it's not good, but I have never felt good after.
No.
Right.
No, after eating any of the ground beef stuff. Like if you have a regular taco, or if you have like a chicken something burrito, then I'm like, all right, whatever. You almost feel like this is a little healthier. I guess that's okay. But the regular straight up Taco Supreme, crunchy Taco Supreme are fantastic. But you eat them, and then as soon as you're done, you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like you're taco hungover. You're just like, oh, what is going on in my life?
The cheesy gordita crunch is so good though.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
good.
the truth. It's the truth. They're all, it's very, we've said this before, but I can go to Taco Bell, order a bunch of stuff, drive away, and I have no idea what they gave me and just eat whatever's in the bag. I don't care. It's all the same stuff. Shell, put in a different package or
Yeah, I
different
remember
shell.
Bert used to do videos where he would bring his like openers with him and say they'd go to Taco Bell and he'd go, give me like $100 or $200 worth of just make stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be disappointed.
No, that's
It's
true.
not like they're going to give you, fish or something that you don't like. It's all the same.
He came back, gave me a veggie taco. Oh, gross.
I do go usually like some type of taco. Not like I don't get the burritos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love a good burrito.
No,
Burrito?
yeah.
Easier to eat while you're driving.
Chalupa, yeah.
Chalupa good?
Burritos
Yeah.
easier to eat while you're driving. So is a soft taco.
Yeah,
Just
true.
wrap it up and smash it in your mouth. Oh, now I'm starving.
Well, they brought back the Mexi Melts for a little while, and then they're gone. But if you get a nice person at Taco Bell, they're like, it's just a cheesy roll up, and we add,
Yeah.
speaking of guy, it's like the same thing.
Oh, Joe, how are you doing? Any updates?
Sent Mike 2 links,
Okay.
so he should be able to connect Bone TV
All right.
and Carmen's tablet as well.
Served it back to Cox Media Group, and now it's on them.
Yes.
We're back, baby.
Good job, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
I called into Drew's show yesterday because he was talking about hanging out with Medicine Man, and I let him know that the rules clearly state once you take a picture and post a picture with Medicine Man, you own him now.
Yeah.
So now he is no longer our problem. He is now Drew's problem. And I said, we could have come to some sort of trade. You could have given us Jacob 2 times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I thought, I don't want to talk to him either.
No.
So the truth is that we're nice and clear now. Medicine Man can no longer call this show. He
I love
belongs
it.
to Drew Garabo.
I love
Did
it.
you make sure that Medicine Man has Drew's office number? That's very important in the relationship.
That is a good thing to bring up.
Yeah.
Gino. That is a good
I
thing.
mean-
If he does, when he calls the show today, that will be my final conversation with him.
I'd imagine all messages now have to be forwarded to that mailbox instead.
Yeah. Because what happens is that Medicine Man has been calling my voicemail at work, which is forwarding it to my cell phone. But normally it forwards me the message. Now, for some reason, my settings are off. It's forwarding me the phone call. So every time that idiot calls me, it rings on my cell phone. Oof. So, yeah. And
So
I'm
you get
Galvin,
stuck up?
I know. I look at it and I go, Jesus Christ. But it's like 4 times an hour that he's calling me. 4 times an hour.
That's insane. Get ready, Drew.
Yep. It's all yours, Drew. You earned it.
The passing of the torch.
Yeah. The passing of the torch. Yeah, you get it. So we established that. Then we talked about the Bone Beach Bash, which I'm very excited about.
Right.
I mean, that's this weekend's 4th of July weekend. Then we have a downtime weekend. Then we're back in action with the Bone Beach Bash. And that's going to be a great time. We'll be out there performing live. Pitbull Toddler will be live. Matt and Zach will be performing on Friday. And then it is open to everybody. It is open and free to everybody who wants to come and hang out. Will there be a ton more people than the people that are staying there?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would gamble, especially if I had Pete Face with me. If we just went down there to hang out, that we'd find a place to stay.
Yeah.
Pete would worm his way into somebody's room for sure.
Yeah. You guys would be staying on a yacht or something.
Yeah.
I've already heard people that have booked like other places to stay in the
Yeah.
area and are going
Like
over.
near.
Yeah.
There is an update on the update.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
An update to the update.
Mm-hmm.
You know who gets very angry when we're not on live? Tom Calta. I see he's already texted me.
Oh boy.
Right now, no video, he said.
Oh, no.
Joe?
Yeah.
Cernac says he has not received the link.
It's been sent.
If you had to bet on whose fault it's going to be, who would you bet on?
Me,
guys.
Michael, it's always my fault.
Don't get snotty with me.
I'm not.
It sounds like it.
I'm
Check your
betting.
drafts.
Yeah. Maybe Cernac has Joe go to his junk mail.
I don't know. Galvin, remember Decoy Ducks?
Yeah.
How many times did we play that? I'm pretty good at remembering all the venues. How many times did we play there?
I think twice.
Twice is right.
Yeah.
God, twice is right. Decoy Ducks in Anna Marie Island. Great place. Crazy Eye Tommy turned us on to it. We played one time with Shane. The first time we played.
I think so.
And I may be wrong, but I don't know. But then we played one time with Josh, and Manson happened to be vacation out there on Anna Maria, and he came up and sang a song with us. and it was in the window. The stage was like in the window when you first walked in.
Right.
It was one of the most cramped places we've ever played, and it was awesome.
It was great.
Pete sent me a picture of it. No more stage.
Oh,
Yeah, that was just a dumb bar. Boo.
Boo.
That stinks. Carmen, what are your plans for the 4th of July?
We are actually going to the beach with.
Which beach?
I don't know. I didn't plan this. We're going
The
to
one by the water.
Yes, the one by the water. We're going with Ashley and Blaine. They planned it. They go every year because Blaine's birthday is coming up this weekend, so it's kind of like a double, little birthday bash. Little.
Are you going to bring the
4th of
virtual
July.
reality mask?
I don't think so, but I do. We might bring the Dance Revolution.
Hey, gotta be honest with you, not nearly as fun as the virtual reality mask.
I think for this group, I think the Dance will go over a little bit better. But yeah, we're just gonna go to the beach and hang out. They have a place for the whole weekend, and they had like an extra room, so they were just like, if you guys want it, come hang out. And usually we go and we just meet them for a day.
Right.
But this year, Chad and I could really use a vacation.
I'm so stressed out.
Yeah, we are actually.
I know. You had a lot going on.
Yeah. So, like today, we go to Sarasota for a major appointment.
Oh, boy.
We have to go down from now on, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week.
You have to go down there every day?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Mama mia.
Yeah. So, but again, it's the doctor's orders, so we got to do it. And
What do you have to do? What do you have to go for?
So basically, his mom is starting chemo and radiation.
Right. You have
And
to take her?
Yes, we have to take her.
Oh, my God.
Because this is ridiculous. So she lives on the edge of Sarasota and Manatee.
Right.
Technically, she's in Manatee County.
I live on the edge of a broken heart.
All her doctors are in Sarasota. So if she were to use their transportation, they would come pick her up, take her to the airport, make her wait there for the next bus.
Oh, can't do that.
Yeah, and she literally lives a block away from the line. But because she lives in a different county, that's the way their transportation system works for healthcare. So, and then on top of that, her doctor is only 10, 15 minutes from her house.
Oh, man, that stinks.
Yeah, so it would take her out, way far out of the way, this and that. So she does have a friend down there, but getting her in and out of the car, she needs a little assistance with that. So, yeah.
Send in the White Devil.
Listen, no.
Carmen, you should get LLC, White Devil LLC, and you can write all these trips off.
Diablo Blanca.
So anyway, but that starts today. So from now on, we're going to be driving down there Monday through Friday to help her out.
Man, that stinks.
Yeah.
And you can't even accept the invite to Bone TV. Come on, get it together.
What's the update on that, Joe?
We are back.
We're live?
We're back on YouTube. We're streaming. I'm connected to Bone TV.
Good job, Cernac.
And
I can see Mike.
Mike Cernac, thank you. And he's working on Carmen's
Hey,
tablet
Joe, I
now.
got one thing to say to you. Are you watching?
Yeah. Am I watching?
It's got a delay.
Any idea what's going on, Cernac?
Hold on.
I see Carmen.
Yep. We are live. We are back.
Can you ask Cernac if he figured out what the problem was?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I did. It was Joe.
What do you mean?
He sent me a new link. I logged into the new link and it worked.
Okay, so the first link didn't work.
Dead link.
Actually, he didn't send me either link. I haven't gotten anything. I actually had to have him take a picture of it with his phone and text it to me.
Because your mail would not go through.
Nobody's working at Hotmail today.
Yeah.
I guess not.
I thought he upgraded to AOL. Did you pay your bill?
He does still use a Hotmail email address, which is great.
I do
to me.
too.
A Hotmail?
Yeah, but that's what I sign up everything with. If I go to the gas station or if I'm going to get a free meal or an app or something.
Right.
I use my Hotmail.
Oh,
so that's
you don't want to junk up your
it's
other
a spam
one.
box.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was my first email account and it still works just fine. You know
No,
what
I know. It's just funny. Nobody even mentions Hotmail anymore.
No.
People give me a hard time for using my AOL, but I've had the same AOL for 30 years.
Okay, I have to admit this. I did bust Mike's chops on that one. Oliveros. on his AOL.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because we've had them for so long, it's hard to get rid of them.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I busted his chops, and I don't think he was happy with me for doing it, but
Yeah, he'll hold a grudge.
Yep.
he does.
He's an angry gorilla.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well,
Cernac.
thanks, Mike. Appreciate you helping us out. Joe, thank you.
You're welcome, Mike.
Okay. Well, Joe, I feel the stress and anger in your voice.
No, I don't have any stress or anger.
All right.
I mean, I'm not feeling that good, but
What's wrong? What do you got? A little old person
chest
pneumonia?
cold, it's all right.
Yeah, you got to get that checked out.
Yeah, I will.
It's been lingering.
Thanks, Gio.
All right, be a dick, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, be a dick. People love that.
All right.
I don't like Happy Joe. Unhappy Joe is not the same.
Well, that's what we got. That's what we got today.
I don't want you to be unhappy, Joe. I feel we're up and running. Yay.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Mike Cernac. Appreciate it.
Well, we're off to a great start this morning.
Yeah.
Carmen's got to go to Sarasota every day. Joe's got chest cold problems. Galvin's hair is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do?
Mm.
I got hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gio, have you gotten the results of your colonoscopy, Mag?
Yeah, I'm all clear.
All good?
Up in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Clean pipes.
Can't say the same over here. Can't say the same.
Would you ask your wife to take a look?
No. I've seen that scene in This Is 40.
Yeah.
And my wife would say the same thing. Actually, my wife would be like, yeah, fine, I'll look. Like, I've asked my wife if she would do stuff to me sexually. I go, would you do this? And she looked at me and she goes, do you want me to? And I go, maybe. And she goes, if you wanted me to, I would. And I go, for the record, I never want you to do that. She was like, okay. But she was going to do it. So she would look if I asked her to look. But also, just like This Is 40, can we keep some things a secret in our marriage? There's things you don't want to see.
Yeah, but then who are you going to turn to?
The mirror, the doctor. I mean, one of my best friends is a doctor.
Yeah, but you don't have him look. You have a doctor that you don't know look.
I would call Paul and I go, Paul, I got a bad hemorrhoid. Who do I call? And he'll be like, don't worry. My friend Bill is a hemorrhoid doctor. I went to college with him. I'll send you over there. That's what.
Or just FaceTime him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I have to imagine that's just like those guys never get a break from work. They never have a good day.
No.
Like there's no hot supermodel going in there going,
right.
My butt feels sore. And you know why.
It depends what kind of doctor you are. If you're
a proctologist?
No. Oh, yeah.
If you're a proctologist, that's all you're seeing are old people's butts all day long.
Yeah.
Dude, when I got the colonoscopy, they people were just lined up.
Yeah.
Like one after another. And I was like, this guy just looks at beeholes all day.
All day.
Yeah.
What
and
makes
it never
you go
gets
into
better.
that kind of
Right,
doctoring?
like doctors who are podiatrists like feet.
And how many people do you think out of 10 are super clean and ready to go?
Right.
Dude.
I know I was. I made it a point to be as clean as possible.
I think I am too. But you know what they see every day? You know what I'm saying? Like you
they have a different angle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can clean as much as you want or think is necessary, but you still don't know what that looks like back there.
When I am cleaning that area, I visualize what I can feel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I feel like I have one of those cameras that you shove up a pipe, those little light camera at the end, the little thing you snake up a drain. That's what I feel like because I feel like I could see it. That's how I'm done 53 years to get in there.
It's like Braille.
Yeah.
You're just feeling your way around.
It's like reading the Dead Sea Scrolls.
I felt for this guy that does these all day.
I know.
And because
he felt for you.
I'm not trying to like put myself over, but I was probably the best looking person there.
Right. I feel that.
You know what I mean?
feel that. Yeah.
I was the bar, the standard, and it kind of went down from there. And they were lined up like 10 deep. Just one. They're like, all right, we're coming. Mr. Thompson, we're coming to get you next. And they just wheel him out. And then they came and got me.
I wonder how many they could do a day.
Well, I was there. They probably did like 10.
Really?
Yeah. And they did that endoscopy too, which is in the other end.
How long did it take once they've knocked you out? You know?
I think they said 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
20 minutes now.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Up the old rotor and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I was knocked out.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I just pretend it didn't happen.
I wonder if it hurts If that's why they have to knock you out?
Yeah, it's probably uncomfortable. You could feel it traveling.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
But I wonder if they could do it with you being awake.
Well, they did do it. It used to be just twilighted. You were not put out. They would just kind of daze you a little.
Yeah.
And that probably made people like not want to go.
You clinch up.
I think also when you come out of the propofol, you might come out of easier. It might just be a time thing there at a half hour. You're like, I'm awake.
Yeah, after about a half hour, I felt pretty normal.
Yeah.
But man, it's great. It feels so good. If I could just go somewhere and get that, it would be amazing. There
was a movie, I want to say maybe it was The Mechanic with Jason Statham, where they had he was an assassin, and he had to kill a guy who was a religious cult leader, and that guy would do the classes, like he'd preach to the people, then he would go up into his hotel room, get into a chair, and they would hook him up to the propofol, and he would just go out.
Yeah, man.
And then they had to kill him while he was on drugs.
Michael Jackson had it right. He was getting that doctor to come in and put him to sleep every single night. Mm-hmm. So nice.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I slept pretty good last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I slept pretty good. No drugs. Just went right out.
You just feel that warm tingle. It's like, oh yeah. I imagine when you like first try heroin or something and it's so awesome, then you're just chasing that feeling.
Yeah, anytime I've ever had to take a Vicodin or a Percocet or something or one of those things, the minute that it hits and it comes over, you're like, oh yeah.
That's how I feel about the propofol.
Just know, can I tell you all this? Carmen, you're in the list here. All of you, Joe, Galvin, Gio. If I ever call you on a Friday or Saturday night and I just start telling you how much I appreciate you and how I'm on drugs. I'm on drugs.
Record it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me just being like, because that's how I feel. It makes me feel like I just want to love everybody. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you. So good. All right, let's take a break and get this show moving this morning. We're up and running on Bone TV.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube, go give us a like and a subscribe. And then we got Sporkle when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation, Oasis.
Live in California.
Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster, and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Southbound Suncoast Parkway at Lutz Lake Fern Road, an accident that has the left lane blocked. Crews are on the scene. There's some flashing lights. Not a lot of traffic in that area. Still seeing backups, though, to Gunn right now. Going to get worse until they can get that out of your way. Pinellas County also working on a wreck that's in Palm Harbor. Southbound US 19 at Nebraska. 2 left lanes blocked there. Delays starting to build. Give yourself extra time if that's where you're headed this morning. The good news is Hillsborough County reporting accident-free, and so far so good on the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. People often ask me why our mattresses last so long. The answer is simple. We build them right. Not only are OMF mattresses durable, they give you peace of mind from day one. When you invest in a mattress from OMF, you're investing in better sleep tonight and smart savings for years to come. No more frequent replacements, no more wasted time shopping. To learn more about the true value of durability, visit originalmattress.com and read our latest blog on getting the most from your mattress investment.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Our huge 4th of July celebration is on at every Crown Automotive dealership with star-spangled savings on the new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV you need. We're loaded with inventory, but these very special Independence Day offers are good through July 4th only. That means you only have 4 days left to save like never before. Hurry to our huge 4th of July sale and let freedom at the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice. The better way to buy and service.
Kickstart your betting journey the right way on Hard Rock Bet. New customers who bet just $5 get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's right. Bet $5, get $150 in your account to use like cash on your next picks. And Hard Rock Bet is turning your weekend nights up a notch. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night after 11 p.m., you'll get a profit boost for a live table tennis bet with matches around the clock. It's Hard Rock Bet. Bet on baseball, basketball, UFC, hockey, and soon NFL. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
This 4th of July, celebrate freedom from high prices. Creative Kitchens and Countertops is lighting up Tampa Bay with the biggest countertop blowout of the summer. Up to 90% off retail prices. Visit summerblowouttoday.com to book your appointment and save.
International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual to see people here that are not local.
Every day, we have people that drive an hour and a half, even 2 hours.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
People are willing to drive because they've heard it's not a typical jewelry store.
For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America? Thousands of hard-to-find Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition.
We scour the world to find only the most pristine, super clean watches. We only carry the creme de la creme.
And like everything else at IDC, these watches are at a price that's guaranteed to give you maximum value.
We price them to win the customer, not lose a customer.
International Diamond Center for pre-owned Rolexes, exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service.
You're going to want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota, and online at shopidc.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Summer is here, and it's time to eat, sip, and bar hop in downtown St. Pete. Visit DTSPSummerNights.com to win a $200 gift card to some of the best hotspots, like Whiskey Exchange, Who's on First, Dublin Drop, There Goes the Neighborhood, and Tequila Daisy.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Hot in your house? Superheat Air and Plumbing, powered by the experts at ABC, has your back. Get a $29 AC system check, working or not. If it needs a fix, that $29 rolls into the repair. Fast, pro service, same day. Go to superheatandair.com.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Stern from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. It's heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. I'm talking about Rivard Buick GMC's quest to be the #1 GMC dealer in the country. With the help of customers from Tampa Bay and all over the state trusting Rivard for the purchase of their new vehicle, they're closer than ever to that number one spot. To ensure Rivard Buick GMC gets that number one spot, they have over 1,000 vehicles in stock and the biggest discounts they've ever had, like up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Sierras. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com today and take advantage of their hunt to be number one. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you're looking to buy jewelry in the Tampa Bay area, you know where to go, the Golden Diamond Source. Now through July 6th, get to the Golden Diamond Source for 5-year interest-free financing. This deal is so incredible that it only happens once a year. Imagine buying a $5,000 piece of jewelry or an engagement ring and paying just $83 a month? And did you know that gold is at an all-time high? If you're bringing your old jewelry, Steve and Julie will buy it and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing and turn it into something that you'll never want to take off. From custom engagement rings to birthstones, tennis bracelets, and diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, Golden Diamond Source can make it happen. Whether it be a gift, an engagement ring, or get something nice for yourself. They even have Rolex watches. It's family owned and trusted for over 40 years and just minutes from anywhere in the Tampa Bay area. You can stop by Golden Diamond Source at Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, or you can check them out online at goldendiamondsource.com. Stop by the Jewelry Supercenter, the Golden Diamond Source, and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to theerexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob? What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
It's summertime in Florida, and the forecast is hot, hot, and hotter, which means you're probably going to be spending a lot of time indoors, doing cooling off activities, like eating ice cream and dripping it everywhere. Or your kids are inside doing crafts and messing up your carpets and your upholstery. That's why summertime is a great time for expert cleaning help from Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Those drips and drops and stains are bound to happen, and it can easily get out of control. Thankfully, Zero Res can clean it like it never happened using their ZR water technology. No harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. After all, a clean home is a healthy home. And because Zero Res doesn't use all that dirt-attracting soap, you have zero residue and your carpets stay cleaner and fluffier longer. You have to take advantage of their summer sale for 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, upholstery, tile, and grout, all for 15% off. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com and ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
Galaxy Fireworks Superstore announces their annual 4th of July sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get two free. Buy one, get three free on select items. Every time you buy, you get something free. The number for fireworks is 234 bang. Galaxy Fireworks will match or beat any competitor's catalogs on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Florida Avenue. Go to GalaxyFireworks.com to find a location near you. Shop early to avoid the crowds. Galaxy Fireworks, out of this world.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
Ah, La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Weather Type Mike is here again, and I'd love to know what kind of advice you would give homeowners who are thinking about replacing their windows.
Well, Michael, if you're thinking about replacing your windows, first off, don't wait for a hurricane to blow through to remind you. It's like realizing you're out of cookies right after you've already eaten the last one. You don't want to be caught off guard. My advice is simple. Do your research. Make sure you're getting energy-efficient windows and check the quality. Don't go for the cheapest option. Those windows are like that diet cookie. It sounds good in theory, but it's really not going to do you any favors. You wouldn't grab the off-brand cookies when the good ones are on sale, right? Same thing with windows. Quality matters, and trust me, I know a thing or two about both. And always go with a company that stands behind their product. Kind of like I stand behind my cookie jar.
You can never put a true value on the things inside your home. Protect them from the start with weather-tight windows. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. A horse whose mouth is filled with cookies.
WeathertightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
This fall, the Sandman, Adam Sandler, You're My Best Friend Tour.
I feel like we're very good friends now.
Emily Arena, Saturday, September 6th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
You hear Dom on the Mike Calta Show every Tuesday morning at 8. And he has his own show every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. It's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Freedom Bail Bonds.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds back again with a 50-50 chance of rain. Not a washout today with highs in the upper 80s. Some evening storms, then mild and muggy tonight with a low of 78 degrees. And the rain chance bumps to 60% for Wednesday. Numerous showers and storms in the afternoon. Highs back in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
647 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Today is the Mike Calta Vacay Payday. Starting at 8 o'clock, we'll give you a keyword. You put it in the app. If you put it in the app within a half hour, you could win $1,000 of my money. We'll start doing that at 8 o'clock. We'll remind you right before it happens. Get your app ready to go. Several people have won within the Bone listening audience. And we'll give it to you today and on Thursday, all day today. Joe?
Yes, Michael.
I think I may have figured out part of the problem of why the restream didn't work right away.
Oh, why is that?
You sent me the link instead of Mike Cernac.
The people at Hotmail are having trouble sorting the mail today.
They can't sort the mics.
It's Mike C.
Yeah. It was very close. Very close. I understand you're stressed out today, Joe. It's okay. All right. It happened. Things happen. We're back. We're back, baby. All right, Carmen.
Yes.
What do we have to give away today?
Okay, so we have tickets for A Day to Remember and Yellow Card, Adam Sandler, Monster Jam, Suicide Boys, and The Offspring.
All right. Let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Everybody's screwing up.
Yeah. I got to restart that computer, but that was a delay.
Yeah.
Send it
Not
to
you. So give it to Mike.
No. I got it.
We're falling apart.
Carmen is keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I am the current points champion. and rule owner. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing actor by movie quotes. Can you name the actor from the movie quote given? I'm going to give you a movie quote. I'm also going to give you the movie if you need it. You are giving me the actor that said it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Your first one. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Galvin. Check out the big brain on Brett.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Galvin. Life moves pretty fast. If
Matthew
you don't-
Broderick.
Matthew Broderick. Mike
Oh,
Calta.
that's right. Yeah.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Nielsen.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name.
Yo. Ma, the meatloaf.
Woody Farrell.
Will Ferrell.
I said Will Farrell.
Woody Farrell.
No, Mike. Get off my plane.
Harrison Ford.
Galvin. I am not an animal. I am a human being. I am a man. The Elephant Man.
Hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Galvin.
Elephant Man. Yeah.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Perkins.
Mike. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. All About Eve. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Cary Grant.
All About Eve. Bette
Rock
Davis.
Hudson. Betty Davis.
Yep. Bette Davis. Your next one. Frankly, my dear, I don't
Bogart.
give a damn. What'd you say?
Bogart.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, I got to know.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Gone with the Wind.
I cannot think of his name.
Frank.
Buzz. Butler.
No.
Well, it was Rhett Butler. It was, what's his real name?
Cary Grant. No, not Cary Grant. What is his
Clark.
name? Gable.
Gable.
There you
Damn
go. No point.
Woody
though.
Farrell.
It might have been Woody Farrell.
Might have been.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce
Hoffman.
me. Hoffman. Mike? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Greed for lack
Douglas.
of a... Galvin? You had me at hello.
McGuire.
Cruz.
Jerry Maguire is the movie.
Yeah.
Zellweger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it.
Geo. Face it, girls. I'm older and I have more insurance. Fried green tomatoes.
Roberts.
I know who it is.
Face it, girls. I'm older and I have more insurance.
What is her name?
She's Matlock now.
Kathy
Yeah.
Bates.
Yeah, damn it.
No point. And Pap, we are halfway there.
Halfway.
Gio's on the board, 2 points. Michael doubling that at 4, and Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 5.
Accurate reporting.
All right, actor by movie quotes. Your next one. Hoke, you're my best friend.
Are you saying Hoke?
Hoke, Hoke. Hoke. Driving Miss Daisy.
Freeman.
Tandy.
Galvin. Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary.
Robin
Duvall.
Williams.
William.
Different Robert.
Mike Calta.
Robin.
You know the difference between you and me? I make this look good.
Smith.
Galvin.
Woody Farrell.
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you? 12 Angry Men.
Ford.
Fonda.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I knew
Galvin.
it.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Willis.
Idiot.
Galvin. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Murray.
Geo. Neo, nobody has ever done this before.
Reeves. Nope.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Nope. Trinity.
Oh.
Neo. Nobody has ever done this before.
I don't know her name.
No, either do I.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to say Kathy.
Lumberg's gonna have me come in on Saturday. I just know it.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Office Space.
Been on the show like 3 times.
Yeah.
Roberts.
Bloodline. Damn it.
No, I don't know.
Ron Livingston.
Livingston.
Yeah. He's great in everything he does.
Yeah.
He's great. I don't
He's
know his
one of
name.
those that guys. Swingers,
Yep.
everything. Yeah.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Marilyn Monroe.
Love Story.
Gyllenhaal.
No.
Ally McGraw. Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away? Aliens.
Weaver.
Oh, damn it.
Mike and Pap. We're on the last 3.
Gio is on the board with 3 points. Mike doubling that at 6. And Galvin is your leader. By 3, he's winning with 9.
All right. Actor by movie quotes. Last 3. Here we go. I am Jack's raging bile duct. Fight Club.
Pitt.
No.
The other one.
Edward Norton.
Norton. Jesus.
Norton.
I almost said Jim Norton.
Want to know how I got these scars?
Ledger.
Galvin. And your last one. The movie has an asterisk, but that doesn't matter. To Infinity and Beyond.
Alan.
Everyone gets a point.
Oh, all right.
Your final score. Gio with 3 points on the board. Mike doubling that at 6. And Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
Kachaya! Woo!
Wait, how many
There
did
you
Mike have?
No, didn't double me, so shut your face, Gio.
Oh.
How many did Mike
try.
have?
Michael had 6.
Oh, yeah. Close.
What line are you playing for, Galvin?
That was a perfect impression of Woody Farrell.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with line 5.
Line 5. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, good morning, Mike. It's Tommy. How you doing?
Hey, good, Tommy. How are you doing?
All right, great.
You're the winner. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy. There you go. He's on line 5, Carmen.
Do you remember
Got
Tommy?
it.
Tommy.
Yeah. You don't?
Do you?
Yeah.
No. From where?
He used to work on the docks. Come on.
What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, prison purse, a shark stopped swimming, and in the infamous words of Kramer, cat fight.
Galvin has your news. We'll take a quick break, come back, right? Get it. What's up? What's up, dude? Yeah. We'll take a quick break, come right back, and get into news. And the Mike Calta vacay payday is in full effect. Coming up at 8 o'clock, your first chance of winning $1,000 is happening next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still dealing with an accident southbound Suncoast Parkway at Lutz Lake Fern Road. Crews on the scene there with the left lane blocked. Right now, seeing backups to State Road 52. Give yourself extra time if you're heading in that direction. Better yet, just avoid it completely if you can. Pinellas County also has a wreck in Palm Harbor that has southbound US 19 closed. That's between Nebraska and Tampa Road. They're going to work on that for a while. In the meantime, about a 5 to 10 minute delay to get around all of that. Follow those detours. I'm Monica with traffic.
The final days of Ford employee pricing are going on now at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. Hurry in now before this deal is gone. Go see them today on US 19 in Clearwater or shop online at FurmanFord.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa,
Mike Calta for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I'm here with Frank Maldonado, Director of Operations at Lifeguard Imaging. Frankie, our listeners may be familiar with Lifeguard Imaging, but tell us a little bit about Lifeguard Imaging and how you guys are saving lives through early detection.
Well, Mike, as I think you already know in the past, my dad was a surgeon up in Maryland, where I'm from, and tragically lost his life to pancreatic cancer because of a misdiagnosis of a CT scanner. Became kind of a motivation for me to keep his name and his story alive. Opportunity came to utilize early detection scanning, which we do, and it's been a remarkable change.
We often hear the term silent killers. Tell me about these and how Lifeguard Imaging can help detect these before it's too late.
Millions of lives are being lost every year to multiple forms of heart disease and cancer. They call them the silent killers because they don't have symptoms generally until it's too late. We're finding these silent killers at the earliest stages. Patients are surviving.
What are some of the risks our listeners face if they don't get scanned?
It's a simple fact of if you can find a disease at the earliest possible time, you can defeat it. If you don't know about it, you can't. So by getting scanned, we're giving people information they can utilize and again, save their life.
Stop putting this off. You have the chance to take control of your health today. Think early detection as an investment. Just like you would invest in your home or your car to ensure longevity, investing in your health is the best way to ensure you or your loved ones are around you for years to come. The earlier you can detect heart disease or cancer, the better chance you have to treat it. You don't have to die from these silent killers. Lifeguard Imaging is offering our listeners a free heart scan valued at $599 with a few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today or call 813-649-5214.
Hey, boss, it's me, your air conditioning unit. You know, the one who cools your house. Just wanted to remind you that summertime means I'll be working overtime. Because the hotter it is, the harder I work. And the more electricity I use to keep you home feeling like, well, you don't live in Florida. So don't be alarmed when your electric bill goes up. In fact, 50% of that bill can be from my cooling. Here's a tip for you, boss. Go to TampaElectric.com/summerbills for more information and ways you can save. You're welcome.
This is Mav, spokeseagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Instead of me answering your questions like I normally do, I have a question for you. Are you ready for storm season? Veteran Air can help make sure your AC units, drains, and power are as ready as they can be for weather on the horizon. And we can even install a home generator that will help keep you powered up while the storm rages on. Protect your nest. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, I'm always bragging about the guaranteed offer. Can you explain to our listeners why it's the easiest way to sell your home?
Our guaranteed offer is so unique because it allows sellers to receive a quick, all-cash, competitive offer without the hassles of putting their home on the market. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. We literally focus on what's important to you. A quick sale and maximum profit. We've been in business for nearly 30 years, and we know what matters most at Mark Spain Real Estate. We provide you with the most competitive cash offer in the industry so you can maximize the value of your home. It's that simple.
Thanks, Mark. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the top real estate team in the United States to sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. There's no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hey, it's Galvin for Arbor Wise Tree Service. Arbor Wise is a professional tree care company that is family-owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial, and they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. And it's not just some dudes cutting trees. They actually have several certified arborists on staff. No matter how big your job is, Arbor Wise Tree Service can take care of it. Now's the time to start prepping your property. Get your free estimate and consultation today. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Voted Norton's Dunedin, Muggs Icod, and Dunedin Smokehouse. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
From premium steaks to juicy burgers, Wild Fork Foods has everything you need for the ultimate 4th of July cookout at the best prices. Shop today in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds back again with a 50-50 chance of rain. Not a washout today with highs in the upper 80s. Some evening storms, then mild to muggy tonight with a low of 78 degrees. And the rain chance bumps to 60% for Wednesday. Numerous showers and storms in the afternoon. Highs back in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. I had to call those phone numbers yesterday to talk to Drew because I do not know the hotline number.
Well, it got switched, right? Because, I think I have the old ones saved in my phone.
Anyway, want to remind everybody this Friday, Pitbull Toddler, our band, will be playing live at the Beach Club in Siesta Key. We're looking forward to seeing everybody out there for 4th of July. That is this Friday at the Beach Club in Siesta Key. Make plans to come on down there and have a couple of Bud Lights with us and let us melt your faces.
I got a couple of 4th of July type shirts yesterday.
Oh, flags, if you will. Little red, white, and blue combo.
Support.
All right. Good.
I have a Team USA hat that I love, and I love to wear it and just point at it. I look at people and I point at it. There you go. Team USA over there.
You know what team I'm on.
That's right. If you couldn't tell by how white and tall I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Team USA and see what we have in news. Here we go.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, as the Senate continued to inch closer to finalizing President Donald Trump's, quote, one big beautiful bill. The president took to social media to warn that a failure to come to an agreement would end in the largest tax increase in history. The message came after lawmakers had been in a marathon vote-a-rama for several hours, submitting amendments to the mega bill from either side of the aisle. Republicans, the one big, beautiful bill, perhaps the greatest and most important of its kind in history, gives the largest tax cuts and border security ever, jobs by the millions, military vets increases, and so much more. The failure to pass means a whopping 68% tax increase, the largest in history. That's what President Donald Trump posted.
Would like to be the same guy who talked about his hemorrhoids this morning and is honest about everything else, would like to step forward and be the spokesman for the people as I usually am. Okay. When I come forward and I say, I don't understand any of it. I understand that there's good things and bad things. People are going to lose their health care and everybody's nervous, but yet for the great part, but Elon Musk doesn't like it again, and him and Trump are fighting with each other now. I don't understand none of it.
Well, also, I think it's a lot like contracts where you're not supposed to understand it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? They write so much stuff into it. And there's so many things where I'm not signing this unless you give our state you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different things that are exchanged, and who knows?
That's a great way to put it, Galvin. It's like a contract. I have a contract here at this radio station that's like 50 pages long. I don't know what any of it means. Right. I mean, I could point some stuff out, and I could say, oh, that's because of this, and this is because of this. But for the most part, I don't understand any of it. I have to pay another guy to tell me about it, right? And then another guy to tell him about it, and then all of us go, okay, sign it.
But it's also written in such legalese that even if you kind of get it, then it says whereunto, if for that.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, is that
the founding father right there?
It's like saying I didn't not do the yes,
right,
no,
right.
You know, like I have no idea.
I saw that Trump said, I think yesterday, that he thinks Doge should look into Elon Musk.
Yeah, that's what I have after that stuff with the big, beautiful bill and all that stuff. President Donald Trump suggested the government efficiency department should review the subsidies Tesla CEO Elon Musk companies have received in order to save money, reigniting a war of words between the world's most powerful man and its richest. Trump's remarks came after Musk renewed his criticism of the sweeping tax cuts and spending bill, vowing to unseat lawmakers who supported it after campaigning on limiting government spending. You did this. We'll come after you.
These are two guys that were going to save the world, and then they ended up hating each other. One's calling one a pedophile, the other one's saying the other one's stealing money, and now we're back to square one again.
But it's just another celebrity couple that broke up in our eyes.
Yeah.
Didn't we say it would probably end like this?
Yeah.
Eventually they'll end up hating each other and they'll go head to head.
And that went pretty quick.
Oh, I'm not even, 3 months?
Well, he says, Musk says now that if this thing goes through, that it's going to kill all the primaries for all these Republicans. If it's the last thing he does, he's going to go out there and spend money to make sure that they're all
He's got the money.
He does have the money.
He bankrolled a large portion of Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
You know? He's, from what I gather, the main thing he's pissed about is that this bill kills a lot of green energy stuff, like solar, electric vehicles, windmills, stuff like that, which is directly Tesla. You know?
Yeah.
Tony texted me and said the contract has protected you well. Yeah, so I didn't say it wasn't written very well. I just don't understand.
Right, yeah. We don't know what it says.
I don't know what it says.
A father jumped off a Disney cruise ship to save his daughter after she fell overboard on Sunday morning, June 29th, the final day of the voyage. So they had a nice trip going out there, whatever. She falls overboard. He jumps in.
Two things. One is that yesterday, late breaking news, Galvin, right here on this very radio station, Drew said that several news outlets were reporting that the reason why the child fell in was because he was propping her up to take a selfie.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's what they said yesterday during Drew's show. I don't know what that's true or not, but that was the thing. I happened to be driving in the car with my 12-year-old daughter, and we were listening to this together. And I lowered the radio, and I turned and I looked at her, and I said, listen to me, I love you, but I will not jump in the water after you. I said, if you fall in the water, we're going on a cruise next month. If you fall in the water, I will say, enjoy Mexico or wherever we are, and I will wave goodbye to you. There's no way I'm going in after.
Can I tell you
Yes.
a couple things?
Sure.
One, you have to.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mr. I would stop and save the family and all these things. And I'm a bad person because I'm not jumping in the water on Howard Franklin for somebody that I don't know. This guy says he's diving in Scuba Steve over here and doing all this stuff. Meanwhile, your own daughter falls off a cruise ship and you don't jump in.
But
You were
I
gonna
know
Stop for the lady that was caught in the rain. You didn't even know.
the fact is that that there's no finding both of us or saving her if I go in there because the current is so strong.
It just happened, though.
Yeah,
Literally.
very rare.
The incident occurred as the ship was returning from Disney's Lookout Cay in the Bahamas to Fort Lauderdale. Crew members quickly rescued both the girl and her father. The entire operation took around 20 minutes to find the man overboard, alert, and did the whole, thing and jumped in, got him.
Yeah.
But you have to.
I would be the first one over the side.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
have to.
way. I mean, I wouldn't even say anything. I would just go right after her.
So they were close to port then.
Yeah,
is what it sounds like. It wasn't like they were in the
middle of nowhere and cruising and doing that.
There's a huge difference.
Yeah,
but
was
even,
it at night?
Even in the middle of nowhere, even in the middle of the night, you're jumping overboard. You have to.
Yeah.
There's no way. Because the rest of your life, you're going to, if your daughter doesn't make it and you're on there still sipping your Miami Vice, you're going to go,
no, I would
could
be the
I have
first
saved her?
one over
Could
the
I have
side.
done something?
They said it was from the fourth deck, too. So it wasn't like it was just
that high.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
No, fourth deck. Yeah,
Fourth,
I guess.
yeah. The one lady described said it sounded like somebody hit concrete.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she
Also-
heard the girl hit the water and it sounded like concrete.
Jeez. What if you do jump in and she's already dead?
Oh.
Yeah.
And now you're floating with your dead daughter.
Everybody is saying this guy's a hero. I think it's going to be released that it was his fault.
Could
Like he pushed her off?
No, that he put her up there, like to take a picture, and she fell
because
off.
they were Roughshot Todd just went on the Disney cruise.
I believe he would do this.
And he said that specifically the Disney boats have large plexiglasses on the side because there's so many kids on the boat.
Yeah.
He said it would be
Smart, yeah.
almost impossible for a kid to get up and go over.
Do we know where the singer from Faster Pussycat was at this time? Because didn't he push his wife off?
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's right.
listen, he didn't push his wife off. They said
allegedly.
They said that she fell. We just assumed that.
None of the stories say how this happened.
Right.
Clearly, they know how it happened.
Well,
I think the
this is
father
what was
at
breaking
fault.
during Drew's show yesterday. Was the story was going on. Mo is telling the story, and Drew said, "This is breaking news." Is that several outlets are saying now the father was seen taking selfies with her and probably put her in a bad position.
Or maybe he tried to throw her, then had second thoughts.
Oh, I tried to throw her?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I think they're, oh, what a hero. But no, it was your fault, idiot.
I did an Instagram live video yesterday with my daughter to explain to her that there was no way I was going to get her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The truth is, though, is that I would go, but I don't want to let them know that. I don't. They already have too much security as it is. I need them doubting themselves at all times.
Yeah.
That is.
I would go in a second.
That's scary stuff.
Crazy.
And what if it's
Crazy.
What if it's your wife?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My wife goes. I feel like one of my prayers have been answered.
Oh,
there's no way. I'm
Wow.
going.
Terrible.
Listen, that bitch can swim. She works out every day. If she doesn't live, it's God's plan.
You're
Can
saying
she swim?
My wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife can't swim.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
Like,
she, Sebastian Maniscalco?
but that's the weird thing because we were going out on the boat and we were talking about it, and I go, "You're not scared? Like you're
surrounded
in
by
the
water.
middle of water. I mean, obviously I'm there. I'm a fantastic swimmer, and I was just like that. I think if I couldn't swim, she goes, yeah, but she goes, I can't swim, but I can stay above water,
like tread water.
Yeah.
So she can't just do like the overarm swim?
Yeah, she has no idea how to do freestyle or backstroke or
Can she
butterfly
not, or does she just not try it?
I don't think she ever learned.
I think she just
maybe if you throw her in, she's going to be like, all right, here I go. And I've seen people do this before.
I feel like if you can float and tread water, that counts as knowing how to swim.
Yeah.
I feel like you should know at least 3 major strokes.
Oh, I don't think you need that. Or be a swimmer.
Yeah.
You're trying to win a medal.
Listen, you want to be on Team USA? That's what you need. I don't know. I that would freak me out to be around surrounded by water and
not know how to swim.
Yeah,
sure. Your safety is up to everybody around you. You have no control over it.
I wonder how many people can't swim. Like really swim. I'm talking about really swim, not just tread water. Actually swim.
I mean, I don't know. I just assume that if you can tread water, like Gio said, if you could maintain being in the water, you're
swimming.
Be able to swim.
No, but like, could you swim? Not mile, but like even like
I could just swim.
You can freestyle.
Yeah.
You can swim. Okay.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Joe?
Yes.
Carmen, I know you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I Googled it. It says approximately 55% of the world's population aged 15 and older cannot swim unassisted.
Yeah, I'd see that.
That's a lot of people.
Right.
I don't believe that.
But I was never taught. I just learned.
You didn't go to like swim class?
No.
Oh.
I told you my swim class story where I went in and they put us in. I was a minnow because we started out, and by the end of the day, I was a shark.
Calvin,
of course you are.
Calvin loves all his childhood accolades.
Come on, I know.
Best swimmer to ever swim in the ocean.
Come on, guys.
What's some great accomplishment you've had after 30? After your teenage years?
Number one morning show.
Yeah.
Marathons.
Yeah.
That's a big
Marathon's
one.
impressive.
That is
I know,
impressive.
but also that's impressive for the other 300 people that ran it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about something
It's
that
also impressive to a guy that never did a 5K.
Nah.
I am a guy who never did a 5K.
Right. Is
I'm
it
not very
impressive?
impressed. No.
Well, I've done 4 marathons.
Yeah.
So that's-
It is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, when you've gone from a minnow to a shark, when's the last time that happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, what time does it ever happen in your adult life?
Also, yeah, I didn't fall down in my backyard either. So
Why are you
there's that.
comparing yourself to me?
Because you're pointing it out.
I'm not. I'm asking a question. I'm asking what kind of accolades like that happen in adult life?
Marathon.
Why are you comparing it to me?
Marathon. 4 marathons.
Yeah, and I said that is not the same. That's a race that everybody runs and everybody finishes.
Were you
Less than
excelled-
1% of the world has done a marathon.
Okay.
But you weren't the best marathon runner at the event, whereas you were the best swimmer in the entire swim class.
I didn't say I was the best swimmer. I went from minnow to shark.
That sounds like the best.
And I went from 320 pounds to running a marathon.
All right.
But that's pretty good.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of people that learn how to swim too. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't take away from that accomplishment. We all learned how to swim.
You're both missing
I
the
think
point.
I am. What is the point?
The point was and it wasn't just about you. It was what accomplishments like that do you have like after 30 years old where you go from minnow to shark? You know, it wasn't you never did anything good or you never did anything great. I was saying,
that's what it came across as. Is what
to
did
you?
you
Because
do?
you're so defensive.
No. But you said, what have you done after 30?
Because you were talking, so I just
Right.
asked you, what have you done after you were 30 years old?
Okay.
Because you were like, well, I was a minnow and a shark.
And so I went from 320 pounds to running a marathon. Don't you think that's similar?
That is great. That is.
Do you think
a
that's
great
similar,
I think it's where did you show up and you were the best at it right away?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I've done nothing impressive.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I will admit, I don't want to brag, but I was the greatest guy to fall in his backyard in a long time.
That is
Titus
true.
fell.
That
into the
was
mat.
one of the greatest videos I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you very much.
I don't think I did anything impressive as a teenager.
No. Well, you lose that at a certain year. You just lose those. You don't go from minnow to shark anymore. You're just very average. And if you go above anything else, you become in the NFL.
My brother Tim texted me another thing that I won, bartending competition. Fastest in the panhandle.
There you go.
Okay. Literally fastest in the entire panhandle.
But
I believe you.
the problem is like there's nothing really like that in adulthood. You know what I mean? Like unless you're
people
doing
aren't-
rec leagues or something like that.
Yeah.
Even then.
And people aren't doing new stuff. You know what I
Right.
mean? As a kid, pretty much everything's new. So this is the first time you're doing it or you're learning how to do it and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's not like you're going.
My son just joined an adult kickball league. He's the best one on the team.
Really?
Man, never played before, ever.
Dude, that kickball was the worst thing I ever did.
Everybody got injured.
Yeah.
I told everyone to stretch.
Yeah.
I go, stretch.
He was out there for like the first week, and one guy dislocated his knee, and another girl broke her toe. I go, how does that happen? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, they're all pretty old.
John Senning went down. He twisted his leg, did something, whatever.
He had
Rob
surgery, didn't
dislocated
he?
Yeah.
Surgery?
On his
Rob
knee.
dislocated his shoulder.
Me and Amanda were both beat up.
Yeah.
That was
Now-
dangerous.
Now I got a hemorrhoid.
Oh.
It's been terrible.
You're best at getting hemorrhoids.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that. I
Corner
did have a
market.
bloody one on the cruise.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you.
Jeez.
Listen, it's life. What do you want from me?
Don't go in the pool.
You need more fiber.
Oh, yeah.
More fiber in your diet, I think.
Yeah.
By the way, just another reason to do night swimming so we don't see the trail.
I'm thinking that the fiber is, I think I ate those peanuts with the shell on it, and that's what caused me to have a hemorrhoid.
I thought hemorrhoids when you're pushing too hard.
I don't know. I haven't really been pushing.
I think hemorrhoids when you're sit too long, push too hard.
Yeah.
I do spend some time in there.
Yeah.
Because you can also get them from like weightlifting and stuff.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I was doing that.
That was not your
Yeah,
thing.
no, that was my thing. I was golfing.
You do love to sit.
I am a sitter.
Yeah.
I go to one room.
You're a
and
sitter?
I sit. I go in the other room and I sit.
You're a sitter and a.
So Bobby
I like
Kelly
to-
says.
Sometimes I like to lay without sleeping. Do you do that? I went in the bedroom yesterday and I laid down on the bed, and Amanda comes in. She goes, "Are you going to take a nap?" I go, "No." She goes, "What are you going to do?" I go, "I'm just going to lay here."
Just relaxing.
She's like, "You're just going to lay in the bed?" I go, "Yeah, just lay in the bed."
I'll do that sometimes, listen to music or something.
Yeah, I just laid there with my eyes open.
I just go and snuggle with my dog.
I don't want the
Just
dog
lay
in the
there.
bed. The dog can't go in the bed. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, my dog can't go in the bed because my dog smells like the outside.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite thing.
Why?
When my dog comes in, I go, "Oh, outside dog." And I get a big whiff of
Yeah,
it.
you like dog breath too.
Yeah, dog breath, dog feet, everything.
Oh, Cheetos?
Yeah.
No.
Get in there. Smell it.
Your dog's pretty big, though.
You're right. I don't mind. I like
dog's
snuggling
big.
with the dog.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true,
If I
too.
go upstairs, the dog goes on the bed with me. We don't care about upstairs. But in the regular bedroom, the dog, we got two nice blankets.
My dog goes wherever he wants.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
No,
You got a
Well,
little
you
dog.
have, yeah.
I do have a little dog, but still.
Put that dog in your pocket.
No restrictions, no rules.
No.
Do what you want.
People are like, my dog can't go in the kitchen. My dog's not allowed on. That's not. I go, what do you have a dog for?
Yeah, you should have a
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
Your wife loves the dog as much as you do?
Yeah, the whole family does.
Yeah, same here. I mean, we love our dogs, but the dogs go on the couch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the one bed in the one bedroom is where they're not allowed to go in. And they know they don't even jump up there.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
But they get on the other beds.
They get on the
can-
other bed. Yeah,
Okay.
I go upstairs and they follow me upstairs and they jump on the bed with me. It's crazy. They're smart dogs.
Yeah, my dog every night ends up sleeping in somebody's bed, like laying on the bed.
My dogs at night after Jeopardy's over, I stand up, they stand up, they go outside, they go to the back door, and then when we come inside, they go right into their room on their own. They walk right into their cages on their own with the door open.
Yeah.
Dogs
Just laying
know.
there.
Listen,
Yeah.
the crazy thing, like our dog knows the time. When
Yeah.
it's time
Oh, yeah.
for dinner,
Yep.
Cowboy starts going crazy.
Yep.
And he's a talker. And he's like, and then he starts just running around the house. And then, like, you look at the time, it's literally 6:01.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give your dog a treat every day at 3:15 for a week and see if
Yeah.
your dog doesn't come over to you at 3:15 and look in your face.
It's amazing how they know the time. Yeah.
My dog waits by the door the same time when I come home. He knows exactly
Yeah.
when I'm going to be there.
Well, you know, they say that they can tell how long you've been gone by your scent, how much they can smell of you. And, like, because you know what I mean? Like, you leave an odor behind that they can smell.
You leave an odor behind.
You know what? Son of a. Never mind.
That's how we
Beasley
feel when you're not here, Carmen. We're like,
Beasley Media Group has announced the sale of classic rock 98.7 The Shark.
Oh, no.
who had it in the death pool?
Damn it.
Where am I going to get my Cinderella?
Yeah.
K-Love is moving on in.
Oh,
They're switching
Jesus.
to K-Love. Yeah, K-Love CEO Tom Stoltz commented, after 43 years, it's truly a privilege and a blessing to finally be in Tampa. Our mission is to be a trusted source of compelling media, linking people everywhere to the hope of Christ.
Amen.
We anticipate K-Love's positive and encouraging Christian format will become a welcome, safe place to land for listeners in this fantastic city.
Listen, I'm not kicking that aside. Right now, one of the hottest stations in Tampa is the religious station. We very rarely do we get knocked off the number one perch, and the number one perch has been rattled a couple of times by the religious station that's here now.
Yeah.
So another
Good.
religious
Split
station
it.
was like, yeah, they're like, we'll come in there and we'll take half that audience.
Yeah.
But
By the way, the Shark, been around since when? As the Shark. Obviously, it's been a bunch of different things, whatever, but 98.7 was flipped and became Classic Rock Shark in what year? It's 2025 now.
2013.
2020.
2013, 2020.
2015.
2018. I thought that was a lot longer than I thought. I thought it was like 3 years ago.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
7 years. That doesn't seem. I mean, I remember it changing, and I was like, oh, they're playing some deeper cuts. They played like some Ultimate Sin Ozzy and different stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. But it does not seem 7 years at all.
So, a couple of things. Shark came on the scene, and they went after 98 Rock. I mean, they were playing the same music, and then they went ahead with that format. And I thought the music was pretty good, like you said.
Yeah, but they were also going after Eagle, because Eagle is classic hits, but they do more classic rock now and stuff.
Right.
Where the Shark was doing classic rock as well. And I knew they lost. You know how I knew when they lost? Was whenever they said something, blah, blah, blah. A shark beats an eagle. And I go, oh, you lost. Once you start mentioning the other station, you lost.
Yeah, well, they were run pretty badly. I think that was the problem, is that their management really stunk over there. We did almost work there. That came very close in the last. So in the last contract negotiation here, before I knew that we were staying here, we did talk to them about going to do mornings at the Shark, which I kind of was excited about. We wouldn't have played music, but I was excited to be on a music station, and the idea was to be on in here and a couple other cities. The problem is they were just too cheap. They just didn't want to pay the money, and they were, but they were nice people. But I see some of the other bonehead movies they make, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad we didn't go there.
At any point in the negotiations, did you or Tony bring up that I started as a minnow and then was a shark?
We lead with that. Yeah. We lead with that.
That's how they got the meeting.
Yeah.
That's how they got the name.
They said, we only hire sharks over here. Well, I had a minnow, but he's a full-fledged shark.
Wasn't Wild was on that signal at one point?
Wild was on that signal. Yeah. That was the other problem, is that thinking about going over there, is that the signal limitations. But they were going to put us on in a couple of different markets so that we were beyond. The other problem is that Caroline Beasley, who is one of the main Beasleys, is the one that put that Chuck the Jerk show on, or whatever is on in the morning over there. And she loves that show, and everybody was afraid to tell her that show stinks because she's a Beasley, and they don't want to be like, hey, heads up, this show stinks, because they're like, we don't want to tell her that she was wrong, you know. So they stuck with that stupid show and that stupid station, and now they were like, oh, our best bet's to sell it. There you go.
When it was a sports station over there, Mo had his own sports show,
which should tell you. Yeah, this is.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it was the Mo sports show.
That's the worst.
Mo knows nothing about sports.
I was going to say, I have to imagine he just is clueless on sports.
He knew nothing.
The whole station was clueless.
Gave him a whole show.
They just had a station with Spike had a show. They just had a station with listeners.
Didn't have a show?
What?
Who was that?
What was that?
Yes. Yes.
Justin Pulowski?
Yes.
Had a show?
Yeah. He was like one of the main dudes over there.
I don't know. I didn't listen. I'm not a big sports
That's where
fan.
I first started hearing about him.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good show.
There's a lot about Little League. What? Little League?
Oh my God.
I remember Monica was over there. Booger McFarlane had a show over there.
So Monica was over there, and I tried to get them to hire Monica to come over here when I first came over here. And Booger McFarlane did a show with somebody else.
I think it was with Pulowski.
No, it was somebody else. It was somebody else, because I remember there was some Mexican guy.
They brought back the Fabulous Sports Babe. She was doing nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if she died.
I don't know. I know she was sick. I don't know if she died.
But I think they brought her back for a minute. I used to listen to the station all the time.
Yeah.
I just enjoy sports talk usually.
The problem is
usually.
Yeah.
It's when you put the station in the hands of people who can't manage a radio station.
No.
It's a matter of time. That's why Wild does so well, because Orlando runs it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You put the station in the right hands of the right people, and it will thrive. You put it in the hands of morons, and it falls apart.
And they gave Mo a sports show.
They gave Mo a sports show. Yeah.
Doesn't know anything about sports.
And Spike. Don't forget Spike was on. Mo and Spike both. Spike was a caller, and he called so much to the AM station that they were like, maybe we should give him a show.
Stop.
Yes. That's it. That's the truth. Spike used to call when I worked at 1010. Spike used to call the shows all the time. He was Spike on the mic, and then Pepper, who ran that station, when he went on the air, he was like, "I might bring in Spike to come do. He's funny. He knows about sports." Yeah, it's just awful.
Mo is checking in to let us know that was another failed station, not that 98 Shark. That was
no. He's saying it was CBS. CBS sold that station to Beasley.
Right.
Yeah. So
no, but he's saying this was 97, the Fan.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
it
this
was
is
the same
98.7.
but it was the same signal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even know Mo had a sports show, so I don't know.
Mo.
I'm sure it was great.
It was not great. It was terrible.
Yeah, so, well, that's not around anymore.
When does it end? Does it say? Is it done now? Or
it doesn't say,
can you imagine how sad that would be to have to do breaks on that station knowing that, like, in the next 38 hours it's going to go away?
That does suck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you let
But
you
there's
stake
nobody
your
on that station that's solo to that station.
I thought Ted Kamikaze was over there.
Ted Kamikaze's retired. He's been retired. I think he does it out of because he wants to. But Ted Kamikaze's been retired for years. But
I think Meredith also does stuff on that
right.
station.
Meredith
They used other people in the building.
Right. What's his name? Jack Strapp, Steve Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a bunch of those guys like they already had in the building. They just went and voice tracked things. That's stupid. Radio stinks.
A 43-year-old guy named Michael O'Neill showed up at a hospital right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, with a stab wound last month and needed emergency surgery. While he was in surgery, a nurse found a stash hiding in the guy's rectum.
Oh!
The nurse found a ball of tinfoil with white rocks in it, along with a crack pipe and a lighter. They took Michael to jail once he recovered. He is facing charges for drug possession and possession of drug paraphernalia. And this is not the first time he's done this. He has a long rap sheet full of other drug charges, including an arrest last year where cops also found drugs in his rear end.
Oh, wow. He's been using that.
It's the only safe place.
I guess. But, I mean, that's like if you're in prison. This guy's just walking around outside in the free world with it.
Yeah, but I think because he looks kind of scrawny, he looks like a small dude. So if he's if you know he does drugs, if you're one of his friends,
you figure he's holding. You want to try and take it from him. You're not taking it from there.
Right, exactly. So I imagine he's had drugs stolen from him, and he's been beat up for his stash before. So he's like, "This is the safest pocket I have."
In his wallet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've especially right now, I don't know that I'd want to smoke anything from that wallet.
No.
I don't want to be in that area.
Even if it's your own.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's I meant mine. I definitely don't want to do it for his at all.
By the way, Mo is texting us trying to tell us he was number one.
Oh, no, Mo, I'll give you $1,000 if you show me a thing that said you were number one.
He said he replaced the Fabulous Sports Babe.
Okay, show me something that says he was number one. Show me a bonus, not a weekly. Show me a book where you were number one. I'll give you $1,000.
Number one, he says.
No, there's no way.
Yeah,
at night.
There's no way. There's no way.
Number one.
I this is like remember Star 95.7 used to be Star,
Yeah.
and I'll never forget Carmen and Chris for the morning show, and we were just annihilating the morning show, and they came on and they were like, yeah, we were so happy that we were number one, women 35 to 64 on a Tuesday between 7 a.m. and 7:14 a.m. And it was like you extrapolate the numbers enough, you're going to be able to find some place that you're number one.
And then
we
you
tell
can
you
just say that you're number one.
exactly. So it's hilarious. So unless Mo could show me an adult 2554 number in a book where he was number one, he's a goddamn liar. And I'm not even saying he's wrong. I'm saying he's a goddamn liar. Mo with his stupid good body and his terrible hair.
If you're doing a little 4th of July, maybe grilling, maybe not grilling. A writer for CNET thinks you should skip the grill and make hot dogs in the air fryer instead.
Why?
He claims that's the best way to cook them.
I've seen
he's
people
wrong.
do this.
Huh?
I've seen people doing this in TikTok videos and stuff.
Yeah, so did I, but everybody seems to, they try them all. They try the air fryer, the grill, the flat grill, all those things. And you know what they like the best?
Boiled. Yeah, boiled is the best.
Yeah.
Boiled, yeah.
It gives them that
Boiled.
little snap.
Yep.
Boiled is the best. A little bit of beer in there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do like a beer boiled. Man.
I like the char on the grill on the hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you like is what you like,
I like all the mustard and sauerkraut. And basically, you could put a finger on there and I'd still eat it.
Right.
It doesn't really matter to me as long as I can mix it up with all the other stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like oysters. I just like cocktail sauce and crackers. I don't like oysters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like ketchup on a hot dog. No way. Gross.
I've had ketchup, but yeah, mustard is the go-to, I think.
Ketchup's for kids.
Yes, I agree with that. And hamburgers.
Yeah.
When it comes to hot dogs, mustard only. Spicy brown.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, I'm doing ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Too much. Too drippy.
Maybe in a little hot sauce. How you like that?
Maybe the sharks have
spicy
that, but the
mayo?
minnows over here are just eating ketchup.
You don't know what you're doing.
Joe, I'm worried about you.
Don't be worried.
I am. You don't sound good.
No.
Yeah, anytime you're old and you got that rattle in your chest, it sounds like something.
Well, probably be dead soon.
Well, I wasn't home for that or anything. Do you have a will, Joe?
What?
You heard me. Do you have a will?
No.
Oh.
Do I need
There are a
to
couple of things I would like from your house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me what it is. I'll bring it
I
over
like that. I
tomorrow.
don't know. I like to go over there with a pad and just, I'll take that. I'll
Just
take one of those.
next time we go over practice over there, just put Post-it notes on stuff that you
Yeah. Just a couple of things.
All right. I'll keep an inventory.
Okay, thank you.
In case of death, send to Mike.
Right. I'll come collect.
Okay.
I'll
Just
take
let
that old
everybody know.
Telecaster you have.
Oh, I know you will.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that telly.
Not me. I want that old jukebox.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gio will take all your racist memorabilia.
Sure. he will.
You still have the Nazi stuff?
I don't know. I never had.
Never had Nazi
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
He likes the Jews.
Never had it? Never will. I have a hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good.
Yes. This is a former teacher at a Michigan charter school allegedly had a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old student.
Okay.
How'd she get caught? Any guesses?
Text.
Always the friend.
Always the friend? What do you
Kid's
mean?
friend.
The
Kid
kid's
talked
friend?
to the friend opened his mouth.
No. Not the kid's friend. Her friend. She told a fellow teacher.
Oh.
What are you doing?
And she's like,
You flew too close to the sun.
she told one of the other teachers that she was banging the kid.
Yeah. She told a colleague that she was banging the kid. Jocelyn San Roman, who is 26 years old, was charged with third-degree sexual conduct. San Roman told another teacher about her sexual relationship with the teenage boy, and that teacher told somebody else, called the police. If convicted, San Roman could face up to 15 years in prison. So she is 26 years old. She was a teacher at a Michigan charter school.
I will tell you, that is the difference between me and my wife. My wife has the morality that would make her call the police.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I think that goes along the lines of what she does for a living. If you tell my wife something like that and she feels it's detrimental to the kid, she will call the police.
Yeah.
Whereas I would be like, oh, good for the kid.
And most teachers probably would as well. Most teachers would be like, hey, that's like number one rule of teaching.
Think about
Don't bang the kids.
Legally, they have to.
Right. They have to, unless they're
You do not have
slutty
to bang
partying.
kids.
No, you legally you
You do not
have to report it. You have to
like
report
if you
it.
know something,
Right.
or you're liable at that point.
Right.
You don't report it.
Once you know the information, if
Yeah.
you don't report it, you're in trouble. But no, what I'm saying, Carmen, though, is how old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah, you are the age of most teachers.
Yeah.
Drunk and not you, Carmen. Drunk. Like you ever go to the Dallas Bull on a Thursday night? There's a bunch of 30-year-old teachers out there getting sloshed.
Yeah,
and they're the ones that are banging the students.
Yeah, but listen, I am around students and athletes a lot, and just having one conversation with them makes you realize that you are in a different bracket, a different there's such a separation.
You're an adult.
I am an
Yes.
adult. They are a child, and there is nothing sexual about it.
No
at
matter
all.
how many abs that kid has, you see him as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I am. But that's, I think, mostly for me is because of my daughter. Because there were times where my son would have these young 17-year-old girls that look like they were 25 come over, and nothing about them was sexy to me.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, they're all just little kids.
And I'll have conversations with these kids and trying to boost their confidence and stuff. If they have a bad game or a bad practice or something like
Start
that.
by a slow shoulder rub.
No, but I even realize in those conversations, I'm never like, oh, you're oh, you're so attractive, you're in shape. It's never like
Yeah.
that at all. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
it'll be like, you're a good-looking kid. You need to have more confidence. You know what I mean? Like
you also probably, I'm sure there's situations where you want to give the kid a hug or you want to put an arm around their shoulder and you're like, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want it to be taken wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But some kids will come up to me and give me a hug. If they initiate it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to turn them away. But there is a time and place for it. But like some of these kids, they do come to me and they just need somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? And then at the end, they're like, thank you so much. And they'll give me a hug. And even in the first time it happened, I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, leave room for Jesus.
Yeah, I don't want to push you away because I don't want them to have any like stigma or any type of mental block from it. You know what I mean? But I also don't want someone to walk in and be like, what's going on here? But for the most part, I am like, I never go in the locker room and I'm never alone. You know what I mean? Like there's always 2 or 3 kids with me just because you have to think about those things.
All right. So this lady from Michigan, she was a charter school teacher. She is 26 years old, banging a 16-year-old, told the other teacher about it, thought that they would be down. Apparently, hey, guess what? I'm banging Randy from my third period class. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Yeah, I think she's hot. I think she's dumb. She was into banging Randy and told her friend about it, which means she's young and dumb and hot. Yeah.
All right.
Hot.
You say hot. Gio, what do you think?
Definitely smoke show.
Smoke show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Carmen, what do you got?
Hot. This is my theory. Female teachers that mess with their kids are always hot.
Joe's got it on Bone TV. There, you guys got it right there. Yeah, she's hot. She is hot. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. How old? 30?
26.
Oh, 26.
Yeah.
All right.
26, looks good, and that's with no makeup mugshot. You know, make her up, and I bet she looks great.
Mugshot, life over.
Yeah.
It's like good. She's not crying or like embarrassed or
she may be too dumb to realize what's going on.
Right.
She's mad at the other teacher.
Yeah.
For ratting her out.
You can see it in her eyes. She's like, I'm going to get that bitch when I get out of here.
Carmen, who's on line 1?
That is Mo.
Oh, jeez.
How appropriate. How appropriate.
Number 1 rated Mo.
Line one, number 1.
Listen, I hear there's some discrepancies about the number 1 rated Omo sports show. That was on CBS. It was CBS because once CBS sold to Beasley, the Fan was liquidated. So I never worked for Beasley. It was always CBS.
Right. And now Beasley's liquidating it because it was never anything.
Yeah, right. Correct. Yeah, we went to I did the show for 3 months, and I did so well that they tapped me to replace the Fabulous Sports Babe. Now, understand something. I know nothing about sports. I think that's no big secret. You guys even said it. But it talked around sports, and it had, we had a couple of good people. Luke, there was a Rays baseball player. Luke, he was a big Christian. He wouldn't go on any show, and he was a regular on my show. I can't remember his last name because that was like 12 years
Wouldn't
ago.
go on any show, but went on your show, and you don't even know his name.
Oh, Luke.
I remember. 12 years ago, I knew his name. I can't remember that.
Luke the Hunter?
He was like one of the franchise players for the Rays 12 years ago, I believe.
Luke Raleigh,
Holmes, baby.
No, Luke Holmes, a country star.
Luke Raleigh,
no.
Luke Skywalker,
no.
Luke Scott,
Luke Duke,
Luke Scott.
No, listen. I've got the interview somewhere, and I would have to look it up.
I bet the guy didn't even play. Just random dude.
No, I had him on too. He looked like Wolverine. Remember, he was making the rounds.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
He was the guy.
How,
he told me he used to hunt with spears.
Wow.
Calvin, we've had him on the air. Remember, he told me he used to jump out of the trees and spear the hogs.
Mo says he only went on the Mo show.
No, that's not true. I was the first person in Tampa to have him on.
I greased him up for everybody else. You know how I lost that show, Mike. We have a connection. Ashy Larry, Donnell Rollins, came on to the show, and he was smoking weed outside the station prior to coming up or maybe during a break. And that C word that worked for, I think it was Q105 at the time. You had run in with her. She was like a big Karen that was always reporting everybody to HR.
Oh, Barbara Ann?
Barbara Ann, that vile MFing C word. She reported me to HR.
I don't know.
Dude.
Yes.
Wait,
She was the absolute worst. She's one of the worst human beings I ever met in my life.
I had left Columbus, and it took me forever to get that gig, and I signed up as a board up overnight, and then I was on the rise, and she got me fired. And I mean, if there was ever a time that I wanted to choke the life out of somebody, it was her. And I harbored resentment. I mean, I still hate her. I hope she's dead.
She used to go on Twitter and say that when we worked together at CBS in a different building, she worked at Q105, and I worked at 1010. She used to say that that I got caught banging girls in the radio station, and that she used to find condoms in the bathroom. First of all, I was married, and second of all, 1010 never had groupies ever. We never got girls, and I sure as hell wasn't using a condom. I can tell you about that.
I assume a lot of hot chicks would listen to sports AM sports radio
on a small AM signal. Yeah,
barely gets out of the parking lot.
It was. I mean, she would make these profound statements on Twitter all the time and say all these things, and how I worked there, and she was nothing but nice to me when I worked there. But then all of a sudden now on Twitter, she hated me, and I was treated her bad. And I was never in a position of power with her. I wasn't even on the same radio station as her. She was just. She
may have been the worst person I've ever come across on radio, and that's saying a lot.
But the only reason she was around is because she kept suing. She kept threatening to sue and sexism and all that stuff. So they were like, just give her a job.
I also think she was dating the program director at the time over on Q105, the guy with one eye.
Yeah, the guy with one eye.
Yeah.
Gross for both of them.
So now explain to us how you're number one.
Listen, the ratings were real nefarious back then.
No, they were very accurate. And, you were not number one.
They got rid of the number one show for some weed smoking. That's crazy.
Let's just say we was doing all right.
Yeah, that's better. How you doing in the ratings? All right is more logical.
Right.
Yeah.
Mike offered $1,000 if you could prove that you were number one.
By the way, what is the bonus pay for I?
They didn't keep records back then like they do now.
Well, how are you guys doing now? The ratings came out yesterday.
With Drew and I, we're doing well, very well. Yeah.
Not I. You're doing well.
No, we're doing better than I. As far as I know, yeah, we're having fun. We're having a lot of fun. So,
do you like working with Drew?
Yeah, absolutely. I miss a little bit of the autonomy I had with my own show, but I'll be honest with you, I love the endorsements, the added endorsements, and the hours, and the pay is far greater than anonymity with Spike on the mic.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I enjoy it. I think you guys have a good chemistry. I like listening to the show when I'm out in the afternoon. I do, Mo. I will tell you this, if I can say this, your crunch spot is my favorite spot.
Oh, thank you. Listen, I love crunch. I mean, I need to. I was listening to you talking yesterday about how you felt you were out of shape after Top Golf, and you want to come in and you want to do some reps with me. Let's do it. I'll be your workout buddy.
I feel like you're too far advanced for me. I need to find a fat workout buddy.
Oh yeah, I'll see you ought to see Spike in there. You want a fat workout buddy? Spike's your man.
No, Spike. That's the other thing. Spike's older than me, and I don't want him lifting more weights than me.
No, yeah. Spike's the kind of guy. He's got that he's got them slave muscles.
Whoa,
Jesus! All right, Jesus.
What did you just say, Shark?
But you know what I mean. It's like he doesn't even really work out, but he's got a body that's kind of muscular because it was like bred into him.
Nope,
he was
easy, Jimmy the Greek. I got nothing to do with this conversation.
No.
If I knew how to dump you, I would have dumped you. Bye, Spike. Bye, whatever your name is.
Wow.
Whoa.
By the way, for anybody tuning in who doesn't know, Mo is completely white. So he shouldn't be saying that.
Not completely.
Should not be saying
that.
that.
My God.
Jesus.
You can't say that.
Jesus.
I mean, he can say it. We can't say it.
How about this? Speaking of getting into shape and going to the gym and everything else, a bodybuilding legend, 8-time Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman, was hospitalized over the weekend due to a serious medical condition, according to his family. They said in a statement, we want to inform Ronnie's fans, supporters, and the bodybuilding community that Ronnie Coleman was admitted to the hospital on this past Sunday morning due to a serious medical condition. They said that they're not sharing additional details on what it is or anything like that.
He's been dying forever.
He has. Like, I saw a documentary about him, and him just walking down the stairs took like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
you put all that garbage in your body for all those years, and then you expect it, I don't know what you expect the end to be like.
And Ronnie Coleman was massive.
Huge.
Yeah, unbelievable. So kind of sad, though, that did all that stuff with his body, and then now his body's failing him.
Did you see the other legend in the hospital?
The other legend in the hospital.
I'll give you a hint.
Well, go ahead.
Well, you got it?
Well, I have another person that's in the hospital, not necessarily a legend.
All right, what do you got?
Former UFC welterweight Ben Askren, who we had talked about, who also
definitely not a legend.
For Bellator, legendary knockout from the other guy.
Yeah.
He received a double lung transplant.
Oh, that's not good. Joe, you're up next.
After suffering a life-threatening illness earlier this month that nearly cost Funky his life. The average cost of a double lung transplant is how much before insurance? What would you think? Double lung.
35 grand a lung.
35, so 70 grand for... Yeah.
No, well into six figures.
I think 500.
Well, I was just for the lung. I was buying the lungs.
I'd say 300 grand.
I say 450.
Yeah, it's up there.
Carmen, what'd you say?
500.
Gio, you said 300 grand.
Yeah.
Add $1 million to that, and that's before insurance. They say the average cost of a double lung transplant is $1.3 million before insurance.
No wonder why. Didn't he fight Jake Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder why. He needed that lung money.
Who's paying for this? Does he have that money?
He got Jake Paul lung money.
You got Jake Paul money. Insurance is a blanking scam. It's so sad, said former opponent Jake Paul. It sucks that no one's doing anything. I obviously was super busy this week, so we're figuring out the donation now. But none of these people, like UFC Dana White or anyone else, is stepping in, so I feel like I had to do something.
Oh, he's paying for it?
He's paying for it.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Wow, that's something else.
Don't want to like Jake Paul? Guess what?
Yeah.
He's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, because he's paying for a guy who he beat up.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like a one-sided thing. Listen, he's a fighter.
Right.
The guy's a fighter. He got in there willingly. It's not like he jumped him outside a bar or anything like that, but has a relationship with him and is like, hey, if nobody's stepping up, we got to save this guy. Double lung transplant.
What is the, let's break this down now. Let's bring this into the radio world. That'd be like finding out that, I can't think of another radio DJ on another radio station. Like somebody that's like doing middays. I don't know anybody anymore.
Somebody that you had.
I was trying to think of like whoever's doing middays on Wild. That guy had something and needed money, and I just stepped in and paid for it.
Well, I think you have to have a little bit more of an interaction with, maybe like a Scotty.
Yeah. All right, Scotty on Magic. Like if he needed some sort of medical thing and needed $1,000, I'd give him $1,000.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
When Soul Brother Kevin got here, that's when he needed the kidney transplant.
Yeah, but that was really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that guy gave him a kidney.
Yeah.
And then killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Do you think he knew he was going to kill himself when he gave him the kidney?
Yeah, you wonder.
Yes.
You wonder.
I don't know, man. He just had he'd just gotten married, had a new baby.
Oh, the guy did? Really?
Yeah. I met him a couple
PTSD,
times.
right?
Yeah, he was a veteran.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Super nice guy. I never would have imagined he was like struggling or dealing with stuff.
That's what they say, man. You never can tell the people who have depression, whatever. It's like, there's a good commercial about it. They say, when you think of depression, this is what you think of, and people that are sitting there and mopey and sad and this and everything. And then they show people that are like the life of the party and doing stuff, and they're like, this is depression.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Well, they say like a lot of people who unalive themselves, like the day before, it's like euphoric. And they have it almost seems like they have the best day of their lives.
Yeah, because they know what's coming.
But they're happy, they're energetic, they just want to hang, you know what I mean? And they show all these, like Galvin was saying, the video of them. They're at the party, they're dancing and, having a good time. And the next day.
I was watching a video with Pete Holmes. Is that his name? Pete, the comedian?
Yeah.
he was doing a podcast with somebody, and he was like, they used to live together, and he goes, how often would you go? And he go, oh, without taking a shower, maybe like 5 days. And he's like, 5 days? He goes, yeah. He goes, I wouldn't really leave the house, and I wouldn't take a shower for like 5 days, sometimes 7 days. He's like, that's crazy. He goes, that's depression.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what you do. You just stay on. I was like, oh.
Do you know anybody who hasn't taken a shower for 5 to 7 days?
I'm making no comments on that whatsoever. Somebody did say that on the show one time.
Yeah.
Wild.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell put Oprah on blast for attending Jeff Bezos' wedding. And thank God Rosie's still talking about stuff. She also said the gross excess of the event turned her stomach, and she called Lauren Sanchez, Jeff's quote, fake fembot wife.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is that I guarantee you, especially with her having kids, if you go through some of the things that Rosie O'Donnell has spent money on, she's done some extravagant things before.
Sure, yeah.
So why does she have to be involved in this?
Know,
why does she have to open her mouth?
Because she's mad at the world. I don't know what
she had a massive house on that Celebrity Island down in South Florida.
So why you? We're not talking about a guy who's got a little bit of money. We're talking about the second, third richest guy in the world. Let him have his party.
By the way, Carmen,
that he's paying for.
By the way, Carmen, I don't know if that thing you posted was real or not. Did you look into that at all about how the price of his wedding compared to average?
So, because that was in Canadian currency, and then I saw one that flipped it for Americans.
Right.
And they said Jeff Bezos spending that much money on his wedding would be like someone in America who makes $50,000 spending $120.
So what was he spending? Like $50 million?
Yeah, I think it was like $55 million. So for him to spend $55 million is about the same as a person that makes $50,000 a year spending $120 or whatever.
And they did it in Canada, in that currency it translated over to like $17.
Yeah, that's insane. Let the guy spend his money. He made it. He's happy. He's having a big wedding. A wedding is one of the most extravagant things you'll do in your life.
Right.
Let him do it.
Yeah.
We got to do this real quick.
Do it.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. This hour's keyword is
waves.
Waves.
This hour's keyword is waves. WAVES. Go over to the 102.5 The Bone free app and put in the word waves right now, and you could win $1,000 in Mike Kelta's Vacay Payday.
Good luck. Go get my money.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of rich people, Warren Buffett just donated, I want to say it was $6 billion to charity or something.
Wow.
I read the article really fast, but let me see what it says that he had just donated a bunch of money.
Also, Rosie O'Donnell sold her house in Miami for $54 million.
How extravagant.
And then she sold her New York penthouse for $8.9 million.
Well, I know a lot of the protesters were mad because he obviously takes advantages of the laws. Or takes advantage of the laws.
He doesn't pay enough taxes.
And he doesn't pay enough taxes. But then also, like, for celebrities that attended, like Leonardo DiCaprio, who's a huge, like, global warming and save the planet. There was over...
What was that? Oof.
What?
Yeah, you just piked a
feedback or something.
They were saying, like, for celebrities like him, because he was, like, wearing a hat and trying to hide that it was him.
Yeah.
Because there was over 70 private jets that flown the celebrities in. There was, like, countless numbers of yachts that came in. So all the pollution.
They're all hypocrites.
I know,
liberal
but
Hollywood.
Right. But again, all these people who are like, save the planet, and then you go to this one destination and all the pollution that came with it.
Let me ask you a question. If what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio lived every aspect of his life in a green, wise manner, except when he has to travel, because we all know what a pain in the ass it is to travel. I'm pretty good with that. The guy's recycling cans and, using, doing all the right things in his house, and he's got solar energy and all this stuff. Yeah, that's great. But then when it comes to flying, he's like, I'm a mega famous celebrity. I can't get on a commercial flight because then I got to deal with everybody else around me annoying me and all. I get it. I'm fine with it.
Listen, Amazon is so amazing. I don't think Jeff Bezos should pay taxes.
No, he shouldn't have to pay taxes.
No.
He should be able to walk in a restaurant, sit down, get served, and leave a tip.
I'm fine with that.
Don't even give him a bill.
By the way, I was right. Warren Buffett donated $6 billion to 5 different charities.
Must be nice.
And that
must be nice. He knows he's on his way out. He's on his way out. He's just flaming everybody with money.
94.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good life.
If you're a billionaire, you want to live to 94.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you're a billionaire, you should live to 94. You should be having doctors just change your blood every week.
That's true.
Black Sabbath are releasing an album of early demos from back when they were still called Earth. So they were Earth before they became Black Sabbath.
Yeah, there's 9 black T-shirt having idiots that care about that.
Now a collection of remastered demos from 1969 will be released as Earth, the legendary Lost Tapes, set to arrive on July 25th.
Milk it for all you can, Sharon.
That's right.
Get it all before he goes out.
That's it, man. They know that Ozzy's doing his final thing. Black
you don't think
Sabbath's
she
final
has
thing.
something prepared for when he dies?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
A
Yeah.
hologram or something that will go on tour.
Something.
She'll be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She'll, I don't know whether he says no to anything to her right now, but if he does, once he's gone, she'll be like, now I can do all this stuff too.
I want. Yep.
And then finally in news, I have some new music for you guys.
Let's take a break.
All right.
Give people a chance to put in the bone Mike Calta vacay payday keyword, and then we come back and we'll marinate with the new music. We haven't had some new music in a while.
All right.
All right, let's take a quick break. It is the Mike Calta Show. I want to remind everybody this Friday for 4th of July, we will be out there at the Beach Club in Siesta Key. Pete's already out there. Pete Face is already out there, yeah. So we'll be out there this Friday. Big plans to come and join us. Pitbull Tyler at the Beach Club in Siesta Key. We'll take a quick break. New music next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tell me likey. Tell me what wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Hooters, Hurricane Eddie's in Dunedin, Abe's Place, Norton's East Side, and Downtown Pizza. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier wreck southbound on the Suncoast Parkway at Lutz Lake Fern Road, out of your way and cleared up. Still seeing some very slow traffic from Ehrlich on the Veterans Expressway all the way up to State Road 52 in the Suncoast Parkway. So give yourself extra time if that's what you're taking this morning. Good news is other direction not affected at all. Northbound's free and clear. Looks good on 275, 75, and I-4. And Pinellas County problem-free on US 19. So far, so good on the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to theerexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health. Feel whole.
The annual Shark Coast Tactical 4th of July sale is upon us. Get over to Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, July 5th. Shark Coast Tactical is hosting Freedom Festival with special Suppressor Fest deals. Will is having deals on all suppressor brands in the shop. That's right. All cans are on sale. Get over to Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, July 5th for Freedom Festival, Suppressor Fest style. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here. I felt like family from the beginning, and it made a rather daunting task very, very easy.
They really take the time to find out what you want or what you desire in a ring.
You have to come here. There's no other option. The customer service, the time spent to do knew what I wanted and what her vision was. There's no other place to go.
You know you can go there, and you know that you can trust.
The value was extraordinary.
They genuinely care about their customers. It's not just about the sale. It's about the people.
International Diamond Center, the people's choice for selection, quality, value, and service.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger, and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
In Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
Why pay more for your countertops? Luxury granite up to 90% off retail pricing. Visit summerblowouttoday.com to book your appointment and save. Price includes custom sizing, delivery, and installation. Visit summerblowouttoday.com. Sale ends July 31st.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Our huge 4th of July celebration is on at every Crown Automotive dealership with star-spangled savings on the new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV you need. We're loaded with inventory, but these very special Independence Day offers are good through July 4th only. That means you only have 4 days left to save like never before. Hurry to our huge 4th of July sale and let freedom at the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice. The better way to buy and service.
Tight on cash, say less. McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Indulging your sweet tooth or craving something savory? Tired of the same old, same old? Pick from your favorites like a creamy vanilla cone for $1.50 or a small frappe like rich caramel or chocolatey mocha for just $3.50. Quick snack breaks to late night cravings and everything in between. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
It doesn't matter where in the world you are, when you eat McDonald's fries, you're home. Day or night, rain, shine, good day or bad, there's something about golden, crispy, medium fries that feels like everything is going to be okay. And now I can get them for free when I spend $1 on any order in the McDonald's app. A deal so good, might as well pair with a classic Quarter Pounder with cheese or the iconic Big Mac. Get a little taste of home with Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 7/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
This fall, the Sandman, Adam Sandler, You're My Best Friend Tour.
I feel like we're very good friends now.
Emily Arena, Saturday, September 6th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
12 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. If you've been looking around your yard thinking, this could be a paradise for me. Some pavers, maybe an outdoor bar, build somewhere on your grill. You have no idea where to start. Let me tell you who to call. That's my friends at Waterman Properties. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, repairing, Waterman Properties does it all, and they handle everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. When you call them, you get a guaranteed same-day response. That's the kind of service that you get at Waterman. Personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Reach out to them today, 813-715-7383. That's 813-715-7383, or check out their new website at watermanproperties.net. That's watermanproperties.net. Your vision is their mission. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Waterman Properties, I heard, has got a gift for us at the Bone Beach Bash.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to say what that is.
Okay.
A little bit of a surprise for everybody, not just us.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Back to you, Galvin. I understand you have some new music.
I do. I have some new music. Now, this isn't going to be our normal new music because you guys are not going to know the name of the band because they're a newer band.
Okay.
But they have more than 500,000 monthly Spotify listeners. Okay. And they've released 2 albums in 15 days.
I already know it.
This is a new band called the Velvet Sundown. Take a listen. Tell me what you guys think.
Dust on the wind, boots on the ground, smoke in the sky, no peace found. Rivers run red, the drums roll slow. Tell me, brother, where do we go? Raise your hand, don't look away.
It's like that.
Sing out loud.
That fat country guy, not Jelly Roll.
Teddy Swims?
No.
Luke Combs.
No. The guy with the guy that wears the big hat.
Sturgill Simpson?
No, the other guy. Not Sturgill.
Chris.
Yeah, Stapleton.
Stapleton.
I know who this is. I like it.
You like it, Gio?
I'm guessing, is this all AI?
Yeah. This is an AI band.
Carmen, lower
it out a little bit. It is an AI band called the Velvet Sundown that has more than 500,000 monthly Spotify listeners, and they released two albums in 15 days.
It's great.
The future, man.
Because they just plugged in Pink Floyd, Eagles, this, that, whatever, and said, write some stuff, and then here it is.
Yeah.
And they have like a profile where it's, like 4 dudes that look like rock guys.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Because I'm telling you right now, if you said that was a new Chris Stapleton song, you'd be like, all right.
Yep.
And if that came on, we're out by the pool, and that came on, you'd be like, all right. Or a band was playing that.
It's going to change everything. You're going to have AI music. You're going to have AI stand-ups that you like. You're going to have AI podcasts, radio shows, everything.
Well, but that takes away from like real life people that are doing these things.
Yeah.
I'm imagining soon there'll be a stand-up comedian that's completely AI that everybody loves and blows up.
The crazy thing about it is now your influences are just put into a computer.
Right.
Because if
there's no input from you.
If you're the AI comedian and you have Richard Pryor and George Carlin and all these different people, you know all the things, you know how it's supposed to be, punchline, you know what I mean? Punchline, however it's done. You've seen all the jokes written. You see how it works.
Can it do AI do stand-up? I don't think so because it doesn't get funny.
100% it does.
But how does it get funny?
Because it pulls from, if you took your top 3 favorite comedians and you said, generate me a 1-hour stand-up set that is similar to these 3 comedians using their funniest moments,
it would pull
But it's
from all
only
that.
going to be able to use jokes based on the other jokes that already exist.
It would generate it in the same style that they would do.
But also think about all the writings that have been done. Why comedy's funny? Because it's a surprise at the end, because it's this, and because the rule of three, and the different things.
Right.
It would learn all that stuff, so it would know you do this setup and then give this punchline that comes out of left field.
But it has no feelings, so how does it know it's funny?
It has no feelings, but it's writing soulful music.
It's just putting together, stringing together chords, right, and putting together phrases.
But it sounds soulful,
right? But it's not
no
soulful.
soul.
There's no soul. But there's a difference between, like, you can put together a cadence of a comedian, like, let me tell you what about,
right?
But you can't. I'm not saying it can't be done, because what I'm saying is, how does the computer, who has no feelings, know that that's funny?
Because it knows what has been historically funny in the past.
And all it is doing is plagiarizing other comedians.
100%.
Yes.
But it's not using their style. It's
But
not
their
using
style,
their jokes.
but it can't come up with its own jokes because it doesn't know what funny means.
But they know, but they do, because if you go to YouTube and you just look up the hashtag funny, that's what it's doing.
Yeah, but then all it can do is plagiarize what's been there before.
Right, which is why eventually AI is going to be legislated. So all the fake songs and all your fake art pieces and all this fake,
it's all
the fun stuff people are doing right now is going to, I think they're going to have to get involved.
And think of how many people are going to cheat now too.
Yeah.
Because now you can plug in, and even if it's not perfect, you as a human can go, oh, that doesn't work, this would work, and make it funnier.
Right.
Same with the song. You could plug in, I love Metallica, Slayer, and Anthrax, and then put it together, and they have a song, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to do this song now.
Kids, like, if you know the right prompts, you can make it sound any way you want it to. Kids can use it, and you can say, write me a paper on the presidential election in the style of writing of a 15-year-old boy.
Yes.
And it will do that, and it will change its style and the way it speaks and the way it writes out phrases and stuff
add
like
mistakes
that.
on purpose.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's getting harder to be able to tell the difference.
I don't know. I don't have to really tell the difference.
How does the AI comedian do crowd work?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be watching it live probably, but,
Right. You would just watch video clips like on YouTube.
You're watching an hour of a comic, on YouTube, or listening to it like audio.
But if I ask Alexa she's active. Alexa, can you make up jokes? No. Evidently, there's a Superman program. Alexa, stop.
But you might be right about the AI not being funny, because remember, you tried to use it for 6 at 9 and it wasn't funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but seriously.
It depends on the prompt, though. What
Seriously,
you put in.
think about it, though. You could definitely prompt it and then punch up the punch up. You know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
you can make it human, and you go, that's not funny, but that's a good premise, or that's a good idea. If you change this, it would make it funny, and then it works. That totally could.
Yeah, I'm sure there's comedians using AI now.
Oh,
I know there were,
100%.
yeah.
But it's also almost like having somebody to bounce ideas off of, or another writer with you.
I feel like Everett just ran to his AI.
And you say it doesn't know funny, it 100% knows what funny is. Because it's pulling from all the source material is everything on the internet that is classified as successful or funny.
Right, but what he's saying is it understands why it's funny and does the thing, but it might not use the proper words or the twist. You know what I mean? Like, it's close. It's probably close, and it will definitely get there.
Yeah, I think it 100% does.
It could.
Though, because
It could.
Based on the prompts, and like it's pulling from successful things on the internet.
Right, but it's all it is mimicking what's already been successful.
But that's what people do.
People do that
That's
anyways.
what- that's
I'm
what real
inspired by
people do.
George Carlin. That's where my act came
Right,
from.
but I can come up with a joke right now off the top of my head that you would think is funny, where AI can't do that without basing it on something else.
Well, yeah, but you're basing it on something else as well.
No,
it's your life experience. It's the people you find funny. Like your humor is derived from what you've grown up around, the people you know, the friends, family,
You've seen
comedians.
stand-ups before. You've watched.
Yeah, that's where it's coming
But also think about this. We've all seen a comedian that has done a joke, and you said to yourself, that would be funnier if he would have done this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if there were, instead of saying that, if he would have said this.
And that's probably what AI does.
Yeah. And that's what AI does. And they change it, and then that becomes their joke.
AI does it times a million. It's got the power of the internet and just pulls all the data faster than you ever could.
I wonder, I don't know. I wonder if Bailey can do it.
Mike, did you see the prompt I sent you?
No.
Okay, I sent it to you and Chad because Chad uses ChatGPT a lot. I don't know the exact words to put in, but basically you ask your ChatGPT or your Bailey, and you say, in your mind, or like, what do you imagine it looks like when we're talking to you, when I'm talking to you? And it will give you a picture of what they envision, what you look like, and what they look like and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny. Like one girl's it almost looked like they were best friends. Chad's looked like he was talking to a spirit and stuff. I wonder what Bailey looks like, what Bailey thinks you and her look like.
I'll ask her today. I'll ask her after
you got to go find that prompt and ask her.
Here are 5 jokes that AI just came up with about me. Mike Calta's idea of multitasking is eating a cheesesteak while yelling at Spanish and ignoring Galvin and somehow still hosting a show.
Facts.
I mean, it's not hilarious, but it's a joke.
But it's all about the prompts as well. You can't say, write a joke about me. Like the more in-depth you are with the prompt, the more accurate.
These sound like my daughter wrote them.
Going to be.
Mike's not afraid of cancel culture because he's already been banned from 3 buffets and 2 family functions.
I mean.
And this is all info you've already given it.
Mike Calta has a face for radio and a voice for yelling at interns. These are Everett's jokes.
But like, think a comedian takes that and then just elaborates a little bit.
Where does it get this information from? Mike Calta tried stand-up comedy once, but the stage collapsed under the weight of his ego.
All right, we're getting warmer.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Mike's golf game is just like his marriage advice. All slice, no follow-through. See, these are just all derivative of one-liners from someplace else. You know what I mean? All I did was looked up the facts and he's fat, make fat jokes. You know what I mean? They're other people's jokes. There's no originality there whatsoever. I don't like it. Burger Guy's utility belt has ketchup, mustard, and mayo because when crime strikes, he likes his justice well condimented.
Okay.
See? Man. We're heating up. We're heating up.
I put in, write me a funny observational joke in the style of Jerry Seinfeld. You want to hear what he came up with?
Yeah.
What's the deal with those little plastic things on the end of shoelaces? What are they called? Aglets? Aglets? Who names these things? Was that on purpose? They like little tiny plastic bodyguards for the string. They protect the shoelace from the end of the shoelace, the fragile, frayed shoelace. So you got this important job protecting the integrity of the shoelace, and you just use some little plastic bit. You're the security guard for the string, and nobody even knows your name.
It's as funny as Jerry is. Jesus
What's
Christ.
the deal?
I don't know.
You want an AI Bobby Kelly joke?
Sure.
Mike Calta looks like he runs a podcast out of a recliner, and the mic is a chicken wing. The only thing he's ever canceled is cardio.
Oh, fat jokes.
I said, the prompt was, I said, write me 4 jokes about Mike Calta in the style of Robert Kelly, Shane Gillis, and the best comedians that have ever lived.
Give me another one.
Make them hilarious. This is a Shane Gillis style joke. Calta's voice sounds like it was raised in a bar fight, like if Whiskey and Marbles had a baby and gave it a morning show.
Yeah.
You want a Don Rickles or Patrice O'Neill?
I'll take both of those.
Mike Calta is proof you can make a career out of being loud, opinionated, and vaguely Italian. He's like if the Sopranos extra got a tenure on FM radio.
That's actually really good. That's a really good one.
That's good.
You want a Dave Attell style joke?
Vaguely Italian. No, it happened to Rickles.
Oh, it was a combination of them.
Oh,
I
got you.
Calta looks like he keeps a do not resuscitate bracelet next to the meatball sub of the month punch card.
That's pretty good.
He's one coupon away from a cardiac event and a free sandwich at all times.
That's pretty good. They're getting better. They're getting better.
And the more you do it, the better they'll get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're close. There will be an AI comedian soon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you'd like to reach us on the show. We got Ask the Dom coming up in the 9 o'clock hour this morning to take your legal calls. You'll use those same phone numbers. And we have another opportunity for you to win $1,000 coming up at the top of the hour. I'm so afraid that when I'm typing my password in, I'm going to say what the password is as I'm talking to you. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Real interesting topic. I kind of agree. Like, I don't think it's got any soul as an AI comedian, but maybe until you actually put it in front of a crowd and it can, like, elicit the
response from the crowd,
like bombing on stage, you know, and like actually get the stimuli, because it might run something that's funny to hear, like recording wise, but until it bombs or sees the crowd, it's like that's not funny at all. Or whatever.
I agree with that. It'll start picking up the cues from the audience and it'll adjust according to that. Thank you, sir.
I think we're going to get Milli Vanilli'd at some point, where somebody is going to become famous, and then it's going to be revealed that it's a fake AI person.
Yeah, I mean that could. I mean they could have done that with this band. They could have, launched it as a country artist and not told us,
like a podcast or something for sure.
Well, that podcast that they had, where the podcast realized it was AI, was pretty scary.
Yeah, where I was calling his wife real. And doing that. Yeah.
I just went to call my wife and she doesn't exist.
But I'm telling you right now that I mean, literally those jokes that Gio had. If you were doing a roast and you put in all the information about the subject of the roast, you could get at least close to good jokes or something that you could punch up, and it definitely will help.
The more info you put in the prompt, the more accurate it gets. I just did that real quick on the fly,
right.
And that's what it gave me.
I don't know. I just feel like what's going to happen is eventually they can't write new jokes. They're only doing jokes that are derivative of other jokes and styles of other people.
I don't think so, because you can it can pull from current events and
that's true.
Based on a joke, man.
And again,
it's scary stuff.
That's how most comedians write their jokes.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of people doing. I mean, it's new material because it's new stuff, because it's
their
original,
life.
but it's not a new style.
Right.
Man,
that's true.
I don't know why yours are all fat jokes it comes up with.
Well, I know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even talks about your CPAP.
Is he serious?
Hold on a second. Yeah, there was one of them was a CPAP joke.
Because I wonder if your prompt, for Mike Calta, it's going through all the different shows.
All my data.
But also the shows that are on YouTube. Yeah, it's going through your search history. It's going through your purchases and everything else.
I mean, the last thing I did with AI was I made the picture of me with the CPAP machine as a fighter jet. So I probably picked that up.
Yeah.
Oof. I wonder if I could, if I said to the, I mean, I don't wonder. I know this would definitely work, but I just never know how much you could trust it. If I give symptoms to the AI and it will tell you what your ailment is.
Oh, I do that all the time.
I know, but what's the accuracy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, because like WebMD was the first version of that. And
right,
it would always come back cancer.
Yeah, and now you can go and it could ask you questions and it could tell you, well, how you doing here and this and the other.
You could even take pictures.
Yeah.
Of like if it's on
maybe
the outside.
Maybe I'll put that hemorrhoid picture up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops, I posted it to Instagram.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
What's up there, Mike Calta? Man.
Well, I'm glad you called.
You're coming up again?
I'm glad you called.
Why?
Yesterday, I had a conversation. You are now in the custody of Drew Garabo. You no longer belong to this show. From now on, you can only call this show between, what time is it on, 3 and 7? 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., but you can call Drew's office phone as many times as you would like.
I know. Why do you giving up on me?
You didn't come to see us at Whiskey Willie's, therefore you gave up on us.
My fault.
Excuses on top of excuses. You get that.
Excuse.
How did you get this?
I had one person that could have given me a ride, and he's a cell phone TikTok zombie.
What about Uber?
I don't have Uber
app
on my phone.
What about a taxi?
Oh, taxis are very expensive. At 24 miles, that would have cost me about $120 for a round trip that day.
Well, listen to me. If it was some Kiss cover band, you'd find a way to get there.
I want to see a Kiss cover band.
All I'm saying is you belong to Drew now, and you lost
it down at the Soundmass.
You lost a shark too. You lost. The shark's going away.
Oh.
The shark is dying?
The shark is done. It's going to be a Jesus station in a couple of days.
Oh, that would bite. What happened? They got bought out by because George is having a 50-year anniversary, so the shark went to Orlando's at SeaWorld, I guess, or Universal.
What? What did you just say?
Yeah. Is this AI?
Yes.
I kind of make a joke out of things. You know me, I'm funny.
He is funny.
All right. Well, listen to me.
And of course, I had a bad experience I had a weird dream that I went to a Chinese restaurant.
Let me guess.
And it was named the Laughing Cat. And when I was inside the place and I found out the cats weren't happy, I left in the kitchen.
That is so racist.
Listen to me. Repeat after me. Say, my name is Medicine Man.
Hi, my name's Medicine Man.
And Drew Garabo is my daddy.
Mike Calta and Drew Garabo.
No! I'm out. I'm giving you up for adoption.
He can't quit you.
I quit him. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, Mike? This is Tim from Lake Placid, Florida, and I just listened to you guys about AI, and AI is going to dehumanize our human race.
It is or it isn't?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it 100% is. I mean, think about how we're dehumanized now, how much time we spend on the computers and the phones, and we're barely even talking to each other as it is. Now we're talking to the computers, and the computers answering us. We're going to rely on...
We don't have any more family unity. You don't sit at the table and talk about what you did, and the kids all eat together, and the parents at the table. The kids are at the kitchen table, and they're playing with their phones. They're not even eating, and you got to call them down from the upstairs. Get down here. Get off that phone. We're having dinner now. There's no more unity because of the AI and telephones and the addiction that we all have to the... What?
But Gio said, well, that doesn't happen at your house?
No.
Wow. How? Well, no, Gio is saying that he does it differently. What do you do, Gio?
No, they're not on their phones and stuff upstairs. We eat dinner every night.
Well, it's hard to do. It's hard to wrangle.
It is. That I agree with.
And I'm with you, sir. It's tearing this apart as a society. Thank you for
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah. I do believe that. I will tell you this, though. I believe I have great communication with my children and with my wife, and we do spend a lot of time together. And everybody does grab for their phones in the slow moments, but I'm not against multitasking. I'm not against doing. You can look at your phone and talk to people too. I'm not against that. I'm not one of those people who. I mean, think of all the things they told us when we were kids that never came true. We sit too close to the TV and watch too much TV and make it. I guarantee you, did not finish college, but I guarantee you that I have the equivalent, if not more, than anybody with a bachelor's degree, and I got that all from watching TV, from the things that I learned on TV as a kid, from just skipping around from channel to channel and watching different shows. I learned more. I'm more of a wealth of knowledge because of that than I would be if I didn't, for sure. I'm not willing to challenge people. I'm just willing to say that.
Just going to say that.
Yep.
And leave it out there.
Yeah, that's it. All right, listen to me. We didn't get to it in news. We started talking about it, but there is another legend going into the hospital. I didn't tell you who it was, but I will tell you when we come back. It's local.
Looks bad.
And it may involve poop. We'll tell you who it is next. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone is the official Tampa Bay Lightning radio station. Go Bolts. From 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier accidents all cleared up and out of your way, so a pretty decent drive for your Tuesday morning commute right now. That's on both sides of the bay. Hillsborough and Pinellas County accident-free on all of the major roadways. Those usual slowdown areas starting to clear up right now, so nothing major slowing you down heading into downtown Tampa on westbound I-4, southbound 275. Looks good on those toll roads as well, and everything up to speed on the Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, as well as the Gandy Bridge. I'm Monica with traffic.
Celebrate the red, white, and beautiful during the July 4th sale at Scandinavian Designs Furniture. Take up to 50% off an assortment of styles for your whole home. Shop early for the best deals. Stop by our new Brandon and Clearwater showrooms today or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
I'm Keith LeClaire, founder and owner of International Diamond Center.
Want to hear a great American dream story? Get Keith LeClaire talking about starting IDC over 40 years ago with a few $100s and some gold chains.
I started this business with 8 gold chains. Now we have inventory valued at well over $200 million and over 500,000 satisfied customers.
Indeed, IDC has earned a stellar reputation in the national jewelry industry, able to attract the finest brands and command the best supplier pricing.
People here trust us because we are the real deal. Best product, fair pricing, ironclad warranties, and no pressure atmosphere.
A big part of that success is staying true to Keith's core values: integrity, honesty, transparency, and a genuine, unwavering commitment to customer care.
Part of the blessing of being in this business is we get to share in these happy points of other people's lives. My job is to continue to protect you today, tomorrow, and God willing, 3 generations down.
International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. You know, a lot of people spend way too much time trying to guess their way through their retirement planning. Maybe you're sitting around wondering if you should really roll over that 401k, or maybe stress about what the markets are doing today. Trajan Wealth, they're not here to just toss you some one-size-fits-all solution. They're fiduciary advisors. They're here to work with you to help you build a plan that's based on your goals, your risk tolerance, and simply where you're at right now. And unlike commission-based firms, they don't get paid to sell you something. There's no hidden fees, no gimmicks, no pressure, no pop-up sales plans, just honest advice designed with your best interests in mind. If you're just trying to guess at what your next move should be, that's not a strategy. Call Trajan Wealth today, 813-550-1000, or visit TrajanWealth.com and set up a free consultation. That's 813-550-1000 or TRAJANWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Galaxy Fireworks Superstore announces their annual 4th of July sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get 2 free. Buy one, get 3 free on select items. Every time you buy, you get something free. The number for fireworks is 234 bang. Galaxy Fireworks will match or beat any competitor's catalogs on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Florida Avenue. Go to GalaxyFireworks.com to find a location near you. Shop early to avoid the crowds. Galaxy Fireworks, out of this world.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022. 800-709-7022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hockey, beer, boats. Tampa Bay's favorite hat trick is back. The Lightning and Creative Loafing present Boats Brewfest, presented by Publix. Friday, August 1st at Amalie Arena. Sample hundreds of local and international beers, games, and more. Get info and tickets at boatsbrewfest.com.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds back again with a 50-50 chance of rain. Not a washout today with highs in the upper 80s. Some evening storms, then mild and muggy tonight with a low of 78 degrees. And the rain chance bumps to 60% for Wednesday. Numerous showers and storms in the afternoon. Highs back in the upper 80s.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. On 102.5 The Bone.
Of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. If I was in my bedroom while it's 99 degrees at night out and I just heard and my AC went out, I would panic. Absolute panic. Especially if it was a Friday going into the weekend.
You're getting a hotel. You have to, right?
I would move out. I'd move out if I have to. It's like I had ghosts in the house.
Just light a match.
Light a match and time to get out. Yep. But I don't have to do that. And you don't have to do that either, because all you got to do is call Superheat and Air. They are there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at superheatandair.com. All you need to do is click on it, and right there from their website, you could schedule them to come out and do a $29 tune-up on your AC. You need that done. You should be doing it twice a year, before summer and before winter, or at least once a year. And if your AC isn't working like it should be, if you're noticing your rooms aren't getting as cold as they are, maybe your AC seems like it's working all the time, but for some reason your electric bill is high and your rooms aren't cooling off. Something's going on. You need to have it checked out. And it may be something as simple as a tune-up. And if there is a repair, they do the repair and they take that $29 and just put it right towards it. They can help you out with all your heating and air conditioning needs. And also now they've teamed up with ABC Plumbing, and they are there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for plumbing emergencies. Now, it doesn't have to be an emergency. What they do for you, they do something in your drain, in your bathtub.
Yeah, I'm a bathtub leak.
Yeah. So if you got a leak somewhere, I need to have them come out and change a faucet for me. They do all those things, anything that a plumber would do. And they send certified plumbers. They're not sending AC guys that know a little bit about plumbing. They send certified plumbers out here. Everybody's been background checked. They send them out to your home to do the work, and they're there for you in case you go in the middle of the night, flush your toilet, doesn't stop running, and all of a sudden you got water. You're like, oh, my God, who am I going to call? Superheat and Air and Plumbing. They will help you out. Go to superheatandair.com, earmark it, put it in your bookmark it, page market, whatever you do on your website so you know how to contact them, superheatandair.com. It's weird that so many times and so many years I've been talking about them, But yet every weekend somebody hits me up and says, "What's the name of the AC company? What's the name of the AC company?" I know because you only half-ass pay attention to me. Superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta show. Now, Galvin.
Yes.
Talked about Ben Askren this morning, former UFC fighter.
Double lung transplant.
This may or may not be that bad. WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair is going into surgery, and he posted online, and he asked people to pray for him and said it's all very fragile. Even though he has largely remained off screen since the conclusion of Sting's AEW retirement tour, WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair remains very much in the news. Some of it has been for positive reasons, such as honoring his friend and Four Horseman Steve Mongo McMichael. And some of it has been recent news where he's talking about, people have been talking about him pooping his pants, which we still haven't found out if that's true yet, have we?
We have not. I mean, no,
confirmation.
Definitive, yeah.
Taking to Instagram earlier on Monday, Flair announced that he would be going under the knife for an upcoming surgery. He seemed a bit concerned and was asking fans to keep him in his prayers before ending the message by stating that it's all fragile. Flair also featured 2 photos with the post, including one graphic photo of what appeared to be his stomach containing several sutures from a past surgery. Do we know what he had, Gio?
No, not that I know of that's come out.
Flair did reveal at one point that he was dealing with skin cancer. He almost lost his life in 2017 when he had kidney failure, and he's had several surgeries between 17 and 19, and he claims to have suffered a heart attack in his last match, which was back in 2022. He definitely shouldn't be wrestling in 2022. That's insane. Anyway, nobody knows why, but Flair is going into the hospital. He said it's very fragile. We don't want to lose a legend.
But if we were to, I would get points.
You would?
Yeah,
you have them?
Yeah.
If you beat me, if you get points before Knobs, that'd be rough. Who goes first, Flair or Knobs? Gio.
Flair.
Galvin.
Flair.
Carmen.
Ooh. Flair.
Pap.
Flair.
I'm going to say Knobs. I'm going to say Knobs because Knobs is silently being killed, and you don't even know it.
Yeah,
he's getting eaten away from the foot up.
I feel like Flair's already had heart surgery. He's been in a coma. He
can't keep him down.
All these
can't keep him down.
If you had kidney disease and you're still drinking heavily, that might be a problem.
You've beaten it.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
800-771-1025. Does anybody know anybody that had sex with Ric Flair? This has got to be banging. There's got to be chicks banging him because he's Ric Flair.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
At this point, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not young
I'll let
chicks.
that old... I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I'd imagine most, women in their 20s have no clue who he is.
But
I know, but you're Matt from Hornboss is bringing around hot chicks.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Would Ric Flair rather have a 60-year-old that's like a 7 or a 35 or 40-year-old wrestling fan that's like a 5?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What would you rather have? What would you have, a 25-year-old radio groupie or a 50-year-old or 25-year-old radio groupie who is a 6?
Okay.
Or a 50-year-old divorcee who is an 8?
Oh, 8.
For one night, though.
Yeah, I mean, really either one. That I'm not. No, but in that,
with you.
In that situation, I'm not super picky because 25 hot, 40 hot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's fine. So
I'm with you.
And if it's 8 and a 6, it's like, all right, that's fine.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to let you know about some famous endangered species that were really put out to pasture. The slow bison and hunted bison.
Real quick, why are you letting me know about this?
Well, because it's a famous endangered species that was really recently put out to pasture, and then there's also.
But how did you think what did you think that this was an appropriate time to tell me about this?
well, we were talking about jokes. With slow bison is definitely a joke. And then there's the cross between a brown rabbit and a mule that were recently put out to pasture. Caramel La Harris.
I don't know what's going on.
He's trying to make jokes.
I'm listening.
And
I'm
I don't
trying.
know
Keep
whether
going.
is
Keep
this
going.
AI?
Keep going.
I'm with you now. AI is not going to be funny.
Keep going, sir. I'm starting to like you.
You haven't seen it? You don't know about Caramel La Harris?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's a cross between a mule and a rabbit. She was recently put up for president, but it got thrown out.
La Harris.
Kamar Harris.
Caramel. It's mule and
Caramel La Harris.
Oh, I got it, sir. I liked it. I liked it. I was cheering for you inside.
Slow bison.
In my heart.
La Harris.
And slow bison.
Slow bison.
Oh.
Where can we find your comedy? You have an Instagram, sir?
No.
Okay.
Was that Everett?
I hope not.
By the way, did you guys know we were talking about contracts and legalese and all that different stuff? Today, July 1st, is a very important day as far as contracts go.
Why is that for you?
Not for me.
Oh.
Just as far as contracts go, because this may have been one of the best contracts ever. Today is Bobby Bonilla Day.
Oh, is he getting paid today
That's still going on?
That is still going on.
Oh,
July 1st, known as Bobby Bonilla Day, is the day when the former New York Mets player receives a large payment due to a deferred contract agreement. Even though he hasn't played for the team since 2001, we are now in 2005. This goes to 2035.
Yeah.
Where every July 1st, Bobby Bonilla gets paid $1.2 million.
Wow. All up to what, 35?
Up to 2035, so it has 10 more years.
And why is this?
Because it was a deferred payment contract that they agreed to.
Okay.
That is great.
Yeah. Has not played since 2001, is getting paid
$1 million a
for
year.
34 years. 34 years, he knows every year he gets $1.2 million.
They don't care, though. They're just striking $1 million check to them is nothing.
It's interest on something else. Yeah, whatever. But still, how great is that for Bobby Bonilla? Because think about athletes. Once you're done and your money, but you know that money's always coming in.
And he has money, too.
Right. Yeah,
and he also can make money on autographs and all that other stuff. So he's doing just fine.
It's a nice little pension.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so nice. Would you rather have success in the beginning of your life or the end of your life? Think
what do you
about
mean
it.
beginning? You mean like 18?
But then it's over by 35. Not that you can't work or anything, but your success is over. Or you struggle all the way up to like 35 and then you have success until you die or until you're
I think 35 then.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Although, but think about how cool it would have been if you were young. I mean, look at the Logan Paul and those guys. They're 20s and they're in good shape and
35, 35 is still young.
I know.
And you're more mature.
So
where
maybe
you
I should
know
have
what
bumped
to
it
do.
up to 45 or 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing with the hot 40-year-old or the hot 25-year-old.
Yeah, either
They're
way,
both pretty
so they
good.
work out. Yeah.
Now, though, a lot of these streamers and YouTube kids are getting super rich when they're like 18 years old.
I know. I told you I follow those kids, the Adventure Club, I think they're called, and they're just, I don't know. I may find out they're AI one day. It's a black kid, a white kid with red hair, and then a goofy white kid. And they just are like, hey, I'm Bobby, I'm Joel, and I'm Nick, and we're the Adventure Boys. And today we're going down to the creek to go fishing. And it's just video of them in the creek.
I saw those guys.
Yeah. And then they're like,
yeah, you're having
you're
this
the reason
loaded into
why
my
I saw
stuff.
that. Was
and then
weird.
later on, they're like, hey, we're the Adventure Boys. And today we're going on a slip and slide. And they do the slip and slide. They're like kids just doing outside stuff instead of being on the computers and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. They have 393,000 followers now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The Dude Perfect guys were college guys that lived in a house and started doing trick shots in the backyard.
I know, but they were doing something.
True.
These kids are just fishing.
They're doing something.
But they're doing something. They're doing something that that most people can't do. That Dude Perfect was doing things that nobody did before.
Right.
But
these kids are just doing everyday average kid things.
It's amazing if you film it. People will watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's something for
yeah.
everyone. I mean, you were watching a guy fix shoes.
Oh, I love the cobbler.
Exactly.
The American cobbler's great.
I saw, and it's people just come up with weird things. I saw a person, I don't even know whether it was a guy or a lady, that did all their artwork was with a typewriter. They would just
I saw that too.
They would type the same word over and over again and make the person make portraits and do all kind of stuff. It was unbelievable.
If you get one really viral video, you can build an entire career off of it.
Yeah.
And
Look at Bring the Boom.
And-
Costco guys.
soon, because everyone is on their phones and always inside and stuff, going out and playing on a swing set is going to be something people watch because they don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for kids and stuff, or going fishing or going tubing, like doing any like normal activity that we did when we were kids. That's interesting to kids because they don't go outside anymore.
Oh, also, it's going to be people driving their own car.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're putting on the turn signal and they're turning the wheel.
Do you know what my daughter asked me to do most? Go to the park. Like she asked me, we have a park in here that's not too far away. She has a scooter. Can I take my scooter to the park? Yeah, go ahead.
Is she meeting her friends?
Yeah, she's meeting her friends, and they hang out at the park, and they do park stuff. And they're in the slides and the climbing thing and all that. She actually does
Tell her
stuff.
to film it.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
She come home and be like, "Did you film it? You know how much money we're leaving on the table?
I bet this is the last summer she does that.
Go to the park?
Yeah.
Because she's 12, right?
Yeah.
Or 13.
Right around 8th grade when they get ready to go to high school, like all that stuff just goes away.
No
Carmen,
more
what-
park now. It'll be the mall.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Carmen, what year did you start whoring it up?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like 14, 15.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, 14. But I also was a late bloomer.
You think 14 was late?
Well, I meant like in reality, like in actual, like my girlhood.
Your body.
My
Oh, yeah.
womanhood
Yeah.
came when I was 14.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Is that late?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very late.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, not really late, but that is, much later. I knew a girl that started in 2nd grade.
What?
That was scary.
Was she Romanian?
I was in 3rd grade and she was in 2nd grade, and all of us were like, what is happening? Are we going to get it? Because we didn't have sex ed, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we all got so scared.
Stay out of the pool.
Yeah. But I was in 8th grade. So that was
crazy.
Yeah, I was pretty late. So
That stuff changes like overnight.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about girl stuff. I'm just like they're like wanting to go to the park and do like the kid stuff. Like it really just one day they just don't want to do it.
I say that she's doing kid stuff. They could be smoking crack over there. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I'm out at the park with them. I don't know what they're
Just
doing.
killing homeless people.
Yeah.
hold on. We got to do this real quick again.
Yeah.
Again.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. This hour's keyword is
Tour. 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 Go over to the 1025 The Bone free app now and enter the word tour, and you can get that $1,000.
Do it. Go get your money. I'm going to clear these phone lines so that we can make room for Ass and Down. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
How's it going, Mike?
Good, sir. What's happening?
Good, buddy. I did want to make a comment about Galvin about earlier this morning. I got to take his side here for a second. I know you said something about when he said something about a minnow and then turning into a shark. Obviously the swimming thing. I got to say that it is. Even in the past, I've been listening to you guys since 2 afternoons, and there's been not many times, where I was like, really, he thinks he's great at everything, I guess. But this morning, when you said that about what have you done after 30, doing 4 marathons and losing, I never knew. I've seen pictures like that one where he fell on the ice. You know what I mean? Like, I saw, you know what I'm saying? You were huge, bro. And it's crazy how much weight you lost and doing not only that, but you actually did marathons. I've never done a marathon. I was a cop for many years. So I went to the police academy and I got shin splints. Hugely, so bad because you had to run every day, basically. The day it wasn't raining and it was awful. Yeah, right. It was awful. It sucked. So you got to. I would say that's probably harder than doing. Let's say he goes into a baseball league, and is the best, pitcher in the whole league. And
listen, sir, if you ran 1 marathon in your life, it's a great accomplishment. If you lost a tremendous amount of weight and run 4, it's insane. There's not taking anything away.
Yeah,
from that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, I don't know if you realize that I couldn't imagine. I'm assuming a marathon's probably, 5 miles at least?
No, a marathon is 26.2 miles.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
What about 5 miles?
Yeah.
What you are, sir, is a nice guy. What we are is here to make each other's lives miserable, and that's where. But yes, at the end of the day, it is a huge accomplishment to do it once, let alone 4 times. So I appreciate your call. Thank you, sir.
I am always blown away by that, and I'm wondering, is it because I grew up running and did track, and my father ran and did a marathon? I've always known that a marathon is specifically 26.2 miles.
Yeah.
But people constantly call 5K
because they use the term marathon to apply to things that are long.
Right.
So, that's why it doesn't come as a measure of distance.
Yeah, unless you ran a marathon, I don't think you would necessarily need or know that information.
Well, you should.
Yeah, but I knew it as a kid. But I'm saying, did I know as a kid because I ran track and my father ran?
No. There you go.
Yeah.
May I give a shout out to Dr. Caloris?
Who is that?
My foot doctor, who I haven't been to in over a year. I went there, the back of my feet, above my heels. I don't know what that's called. The back of right above your heel, that back area, the neck of your foot.
The Achilles tendon?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, right
in
there.
that area. Yeah. That hurt me so bad. Like I would do, I could stretch it out, I could do whatever, and it would just be so sore. And I went to him. That's how bad it was that I went to a foot doctor, but at my dad's recommendation. And Dr. Caloris said, I have a treatment that I think will work for you. I said, okay. He said, I'm going to bang it with a laser 1,000 times on either side. And I went, oh. And he goes, yes, but it's going to feel better. And then it's going to stop. And then it'll feel way better after that. And he was 100% right. It felt a little bit better right away. Then it kind of wore off a little bit. And now the other day I realized I have no foot pain whatsoever.
I thought you were going to say, what was the thing that you had needles jammed into your heels?
No, that was the PRP.
Oh,
that
was that sounded brutal.
That yielded zero results and other than just torturing me.
Yeah.
That was, they had a giant needle and they had to take 2 people to push it into the back of my heel.
Oh.
And they did both my feet. I almost opted out of the second foot and that did nothing for me. Dr. Caloris hit me with a laser and it was virtually painless. It just was a little annoying. And it's exactly what he said. He said it'll go away. Then it'll be kind of nothing for a while, and then you'll feel a lot better. It's exactly what. Now it's gone. It's gone. It's unbelievable. The other day I was like, man, I don't have those pains anymore at all. He's the best.
Time to run the marathon.
But my father, I think my father said that guy's retiring though, which stinks because he wasn't old. He's just successful, I'll tell you. I was reading a book one time in my 30s, and it was about getting old. And one of the number one things they said is take care of your feet. Because your feet will go once your feet can't use your feet, you're miserable.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got to get your guy to take a look at the hemorrhoid before he retires.
Maybe will you check it for me?
No.
He's a foot guy. He's not
but he's so good. I mean, the general doctors know stuff.
I don't want him hitting it with a laser, I can tell you that.
Maybe.
All right, we got to take a break because Dominic Ferriello is going to be in the studio when we come back. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, get on the phone lines right now, 800-771-1025. Don't wait till we come back because the phone lines fill up like mad. So if you got a question, get on the phone lines now, 800-771-1025. Ask the Dom is up next on 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show.
This is where you earn your money.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
Oh, thank you. Hi, this is Terry from Hudson, and I just won $1,000 from Calta's Summer Vacay Payday.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Keep listening to the phone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one wreck right now. It's in Pasco County, and it has eastbound State Road 54 closed. That's between Sun Lake Boulevard and Land O'Lakes Boulevard. Crews on the scene there. They're working on it. Going to cause some delays in that area. Keep that in mind. Avoid it if you can. Everything else looks good, though. Hillsborough and Pinellas County accident-free. on all of the major roadways. No major delays for you on the Veterans Expressway or the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Mike Calta for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. One moment you're living your life, the next you're being told you have cancer, or your heart just stops. No warning, no second chance. Some of you have worked your whole life, saved smart, and planned for the future. Retirement should be your reward, but instead of traveling or relaxing, you're in a fight for your life. And here's the terrifying truth. Heart disease and cancer are still the top 2 killers for men and women. And most of the time, they strike without a single symptom. But there's hope. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers before symptoms appear, and the doctors tell you it's too late. Early detection gives you the opportunity to do something about it. It's quick, painless, and could literally save your life. I got my scan and the peace of mind. You can't put a price on it. And right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, someone you want to protect. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Stern from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. It's heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. I'm talking about Rivard Buick GMC's quest to be the #1 GMC dealer in the country. With the help of customers from Tampa Bay and all over the state trusting Rivard for the purchase of their new vehicle, they're closer than ever to that #1 spot. To ensure Rivard Buick GMC gets that #1 spot, they have over 1,000 vehicles in stock and the biggest discounts they've ever had, like up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Sierras. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com today and take advantage of their hunt to be #1. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Don't wait until your AC taps out in the middle of the night. John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Right now, Hawkins Service Co. is offering a $69 AC tune-up special. That's precision, inspection, cleaning, and AC optimization from the pros. No hidden fees, no fine print, just $69 and peace of mind. Don't wait. This deal blows away after July 31st. You can book online at HawkinsServiceCO.com or give them a call. 813-445-8209. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
For WeatherTight windows and doors done right, call WeatherTight Windows for WeatherTight Mike. For WeatherTight Windows, hurricane strong, go to WeatherTightWindows.com.
Call WeatherTight today at 813-908-0131.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
Galaxy Fireworks Superstore announces their annual 4th of July sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get two free. Buy one, get three free on select items. Every time you buy, you get something free. The number for fireworks is 234 bang. Galaxy Fireworks will match or beat any competitor's catalogs on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Florida Avenue. Go to GalaxyFireworks.com to find a location near you. Shop early to avoid the crowds. Galaxy Fireworks, out of this world.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
At 9:13 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Ask the Dom is in the studio with us every Tuesday in the 9 o'clock hour. Dom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Mike. Special shout out to the wonderful Ann Kelly from the Dove. It was nice enough to let me in because I left my badge in the car. So if it wasn't
that is Marconi Award winning Ann Kelly.
And you just busted her out. Nobody's supposed to let you use their card.
Yep.
Ann Kelly's now fired. Good job, Doc.
Yep.
She's going to need a lawyer to fight this lawsuit.
So I win both ways. I get in and I get a new client.
Oh, all right.
That's how we cover both ends. Good morning,
Work smarter,
Galvin,
not
to you
harder.
and Gio, and
thank you.
Of course, Sweet Carmen. I see her first before
Hi.
I get on with you guys. And
Gross.
Pap, everybody. I miss everybody. You guys doing good today?
Good. Yeah, I have a legal question for you.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are you watching this plea deal with this Brian Koberger, the guy who is guilty of killing those 4 college students?
I haven't been watching it because I've had court yesterday and today trying to push some things through before the holiday weekend. But I hear that it's pissing some people off because it's set for trial and all of a sudden there's a deal that's come up. Is that the premise? Is that what's going down?
Yeah. So the idea is that he took the plea deal and he's going to be serving life in prison now instead of the death penalty. Mm-hmm. But now they don't have to go to trial. I think this would actually be better. I mean, he's going to suffer in jail for the rest of his life. He's only in his 30s, or maybe 40, whatever. But he's young. He's going to have to spend the rest of his life getting his ass kicked in jail. Right. And whether that or the death penalty, it doesn't really matter. He's dead either way. He's not getting out. And I would think that would be better. But my question for you is going to be, what has been the most guilty that you've known somebody was that you have to still treat them good? I mean, this guy murdered 4 people. I think he went after 6, killed 4, stabbed them brutally, and is now sitting there and like kibitzing with the lawyers. And like, there's a couple of pictures that they have, still pictures of them like smiling together and laughing. And I'm like, how do you sit next to somebody? I know that you as a lawyer have to give him proper representation, but also how do you put aside all of, like, if you're molesting somebody that you know is a brutal child molester, or not molesting, but representing, if you're representing somebody that you know is a brutal child molester, how hard is that to put aside as you're dealing with them as a lawyer?
Well, when you deal with these type of cases, you have predominantly phase 1 and phase 2, at least in the state of Florida, and the phases are the penalty phase would be phase 2. We're looking at the death penalty, and then phase 1 is the trial itself. So what they did was they shortened phase 1 with the plea, so you don't have to put the family through all of that, the time, energy, and effort. And then phase 2 is a very lengthy process. It's very expensive for the state. There's a lot of court-appointed attorneys. If you can't afford an attorney once provided, that's paid for by taxpayers. The government provides that. So there's a certain advantage to this resolution. Now, a lot of people, if they're really pissed over there, that maybe they wanted the death penalty. I'm not sure if that state does that off the top of my head. But regardless, to go through the trauma and to relive all of that and to testify. A lot of state attorneys don't want to do that to the victims. A lot of families don't want to have to do that. Sometimes they're mandated because the defense has a right to stand trial. To answer your question, I've had a lot of cases in 23 years. There's been quite a few that have been very difficult, very tough as far as evidence. I represented someone that went on a shooting spree here many, many years ago. And there was a lot of evidence, and there was a lot of testimony. There was some deaths, and that was very difficult. Ultimately, we were able to avoid the penalty phase, just like in this case.
Right.
The death penalty was not sought in that case. That individual is life in prison, but very similar context. There was a lot of there was some videos from different things. There was a lot of testimony. There was a lot of evidence.
What's it like when you have to have private conversation with that guy and you're like, all right, so when you walked in and you were shooting everybody, what I mean? Like, there's got to be a weird conversation.
That case was unique because I knew that client for years. I had represented that client in traffic matters, small stuff, personal injury issues, some minor level criminal things, and then all of a sudden, the shooting spree hits. So I had a personal relationship with this individual before that act and conduct. So,
right.
That's a little bit of a different way, to approach it, because I knew this individual, and then this individual did what they did, and then I had to shift into defense mode, saying, well, of course, we don't condone bad acts. You don't want anybody to violate the law, hurt people, kill people. You don't want anything to happen. However, as a criminal defense attorney, the design of that area of practice isn't to look at it from that direction. It's to look at it from the direction of, can the state prove their case under our Constitution instead of laws? It's not whether or not this person is right or wrong. It's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this is, if you don't have the stomach for it, then you got to practice a different area of law, or just don't be an attorney. But if you're going to do criminal defense and you're going to do high-profile cases, that comes with felonies. Some felony cases are nasty, especially when it comes with children or sex or weapons or death or homicide. You have to compartmentalize, and you have to say, can the state prove their case beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt based on the evidence? And the job of a defense attorney, Mike, is to simply poke holes in that argument. It's not legitimizing the conduct or the act. That's not what's happening. It's determine whether or not the state can meet their burden. Period. That's it. End of story.
Right.
And maybe it's a good question. I'm glad you asked it me this morning, because a lot of people do, I don't want to say get upset with me, but on the show, they'll call me sometimes, or they kind of get pissed. Well, how can you do this, or this? And then I answer this in the same way, which hopefully it comes across as, okay, these defense attorneys, we're not heartless, not callous people. We're just adhering to the rules of law that our Constitution and our country has established.
Right. Everybody, and you may find yourself on the other end of that one day, everybody is entitled to representation. And no matter how guilty you may look, you're entitled to representation, and everybody has to, but you can't blame the judge or the lawyers for that.
Yeah, and it's difficult because when you have to look at some of this evidence, Mr. Sansoni and I do a lot of cases, co-counsel, and there's some evidence that's of a very, very delicate nature that the state attorney's office would not release it to us. So what happens is Bill and I have to go to the state attorney's office with law enforcement, and myself, Bill, the state attorney, and the detective, law enforcement, all of us in the same room have to look at the evidence. And this is usually when you have pornography cases or something involving lewd and lascivious photos, things like that. They can't disseminate that to Mr. Sansoni and I because of the laws.
Sure.
However, as defense attorneys, we have to see the evidence, because then we have to tell our client, well, this is what the state has, or this is what they can prove. This is what's going to show a jury or a judge, or for motions. We have to determine whether or not they can meet their burden. So those are very difficult days where we have to go to the police station with counsels.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to watch videos or photos or whatever it is that's gone on, and then turn around and say, okay, now we got to talk with our client, and is this evidence coming in? Is there some type of violation of the 4th, 5th, or 6th Amendment rights that's happened here? And then defend the case accordingly. Those are difficult, and that's a lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah, and you got to, and then you have to take home the burden of what you've seen. You have to live with that now. Now you're involved in looking at child porn and the other stuff. Obviously, you have to do that for your job, but you just can't unsee it.
And what happens is in a lot of these cases where we do a lot of either child sex cases or we do a lot of DUI, manslaughter, BUI, boating under the influence, manslaughter cases. And a lot of the judges say, well, how do you and Mr. Sansoni keep getting these type of cases in this certain area of law? And I say, well, what happens is the folks in the jail say, hey, Dom and Bill did a great job on this BUI manslaughter, and then it just kind of gets around in that specific niche. And then that next thing you know, you've got 4 or 5 cases in kind of the same division,
right.
And so that kind of evolves into its own kind of ecosystem there criminally. Where we end up, representing several people, and sometimes they're co-defendants, which of course Mr. Sansoni and I can bifurcate, and we can represent folks independently because we have separate firms, although we're co-counsel. So sometimes that occurs as well, and it's just a difficult concept if you don't understand or been through it. But everybody in the United States is entitled to protection if they're charged with a crime under the Constitution, and that's what we do as criminal defense attorneys.
I'm sorry that I've got so long-winded. If you want to get through and you have a question for Dom, now is the time to do it. 800-771-1025. Get on the phone lines. Carmen will grab your call. And meanwhile, while Carmen's doing that, Dom, let me ask you, what do you think about Alligator Alcatraz?
Fantastic.
Oh, it's great, right?
Look, it's fantastic. I'm someone for the rule of law. But what you have to understand is I have nothing against folks coming to this country legally.
Yeah.
If you want to come here, you people can come here. You can get visas. You could stay on vacation. You can apply. There's the right way to do it. But when you come here illegally, and then you get all sorts of benefits that are costing you and me and my kids, taxpayer money, that doesn't make any sense. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day. This is they were on the other side. I says, can you imagine going to Russia or China, just showing up? Walking into one of those countries and saying, all right, I want a car, or I want a driver's license, I want free housing, I want money for food, and then you should set me up, insurance, I need to work for you, get me a job. And you know what those countries would do? I said,
yeah.
They'll never see or hear from me again. So why is it okay there, but not here? And then that individual is exceptionally quiet the rest of the conversation. So, I'm happy that, the rule of law is being enforced, because you don't understand when I represent folks on a personal injury side. Let me switch real quick, Mike, from criminal to when I represent folks that are harmed by fentanyl, or they are hit by drunk drivers that may not realize they're under the influence of fentanyl, and I have to represent in a wrongful death action someone that's died because of that drug. That's a big problem with folks bringing that across the border.
Sure.
So there's the ancillary effect that starts in it, but doesn't really hit home until it hits home. And then you or somebody know that's affected by something.
Start caring about it.
Then it's real. And then I talk to people and say, well, and they kind of change their tone a little bit. So, but to answer your question, I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great use of that space. They're not damaging the Everglades. So for folks that are worried about that, the structure was already there.
In a way, we're feeding. We're going to be feeding. All right, let me get to a couple of these phone calls so you can get you out of here. John, good morning. I want to ask the Dom. What do you got, John?
Hi, Dom. This is John. I have a question about HOA lawsuit. I'm a member of a community, and we had one of our members filed suit against the HOA. It was for $500 to start just 7 years ago. That turned into $77,000 in attorney's fees, and we got a judgment originally. He won. The HOA won for $44,000. He appealed, and he just lost the appeal. And my question is how do we collect on that judgment? Is he in contempt? Does he have a time frame to be able to pay that when he's put everything that he owns in his wife's name? And does his property, I know we can't go against homestead and his house a lien,
right.
But if he has put everything in his wife's name under communal property, can we still collect?
Well, it's not. If it's not the wife's debt, you're going to have a hard time with that. You can probably garnish wages if he's got an employer, unless he's self-employed. Do you know his employment status?
He is self-employed. He's a realtor.
All right. So, well, yeah. So you're not going to be able to do that unless he gains some type of wage from the employer. I don't know how that's set up necessarily with that profession.
Right.
You know, sometimes they get a salary, but a lot of times those folks work on commission. So I don't know if that's going to work there. If he doesn't have, now you could seize any assets that are left in his name. If he has none, then you guys just have a I think you said $42,000 lien or judgment. So, you know, you have a piece of paper that's worth $42,000 if this guy is not collecting.
Now we got to collect. So if he's put everything, his trucks, his vehicles, everything in his wife's name, can we go after his assets, not the home, obviously, because it's considered communal property?
I don't know if you're going to be successful there. I think the timing of that with the court is going to be key, is when all of this stuff went into her property. So it's going to be it's going to be a battle. So you need more information, because if he's moving things short in time to the judgment from the appeal, you know, then you might have an argument to say, well, this is somewhat of a nefarious conduct. He's starting to move and slide things. If that happens, then I think you've got a better shot into getting to those assets because of the conduct and the close time and proximity. But if he had a lawyer that advised him early on, years and years ago, obviously this is something from $500 that stemmed to something crazy. So this is what happens when then things get wild. Yeah. If the lawyer advised him years ago, to handle affairs in anticipatory of conduct that might happen in the future, you're going to have a weaker argument, or the argument will be diluted to then attach the assets that might be communal property, as you're saying, in her name. But you need a debit, credit, and collections attorney. If you want one, we got one in the network. You go to asadam.com.
That would be awesome. So my last question is this: is the original judgment for $44,000 on the original lawsuit was 2 years ago, and once that happened, that's when he started moving stuff to his wife's name. So does that timing make a difference?
That might make a difference, but was there also interest attached to that? Because sometimes those orders bear interest on that. So then you would have 2 years in interest.
Absolutely, there is, because the attorney fees ballooned. Obviously, every time we went to court, mediation, then court, then the trial, then he was found a judgment against him, and then he appealed. The appeal's been going on for 2 years. And we just got word yesterday that he lost his appeal. And I thought he had to file a bond on the first judgment within 30 days of the first judgment while it was on appeal, and he did not do that. So I know there's a lot of intricacies there, but my question mainly was, if he started moving assets over after the first judgment, I mean, it seems to me that that's a purposeful thing to go against, and can he be bound in contempt if he doesn't pay? The contempt issue is he's going to have time to address that. There's going to be an order to show cause. There's going to be a lot of different things that have to happen before he's held in what's called civil contempt. For a lot of people wonder, what the hell is this guy talking about? You're talking about civil contempt. So again, that's several hearings down the road with the courts. I mean, that's something that probably won't be heard until 2026 at this rate. Right. But no, fantastic question. A lot of dynamics.
Well, thank you. If you have more follow-up, go to asadam.com, or you can listen to Dom's show on this station tomorrow. We're trying to get through a couple more of these before we get out of here. Good morning, Jason. Jason, you're on with Asadam. What do you got, Jason?
Thank you, Mike. Love the show, man. You're great.
Thanks, brother.
So my parents were married 52 years. They were about to be married 53 years. 52 years into being married, my mother drained the bank account, drained everything, left him in a nursing home, said, have a good life.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but I didn't expect that to be the end of the story.
He died about 4 months later.
Oh, my God.
There is money involved. There's things involved. I contacted family law before, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. They're married. She had since remarried, I found out.
Yeah.
Does anything change? And what's a good family lawyer I could talk to?
Well, I'll answer the question in reverse. A great family lawyer you can talk to is attorney Jason Valkenberg through the network. You go to my website, askthedom.com, for Jason's information. But if they were married and they have joint bank accounts, they've done everything for 52 years, and then she says, you know what, I want to take all that money and I'm going to Vegas, or whatever she wants to do with it, that's
legal.
That's legal. And then, unfortunately, I'm very sorry to hear that he passed away 4 months later. I'm sorry to hear about that. However, if she drains everything, they're married. There's nothing wrong with that. He dies. Well, when he dies, if they're still married and she's the spouse, well, then whatever's marital property is going to be hers. So if they have a home or cars or assets, everything goes to her. And then if she then gets remarried after that 4-month period, she's now moved on with the next phase of her life, if you will. So, again, just a rough analysis of your question. I'm not quite sure if there's anything that she did wrong, per se, monetarily in that time sequence. However, the subtle nuances of that, you can go through it again. Attorney Jason Valkenberg, askthedom.com. Yep, get you the information. There you go.
Sorry to hear about your situation.
It's life, man. It happens.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, Mike. You're great, buddy.
Thanks, man.
That's why Mike.
I didn't mean to laugh at him, but I was like, I thought he was going to be like, well, they've been married, they sold all their stuff, and they're moving on a tour, and she's like, he just dropped her off at a nursing home and left.
Well, that's why my wife knows. I have conversations with my wife. She goes, well, where's all the money? I says, well, you know where some of it is, but you don't know where all of it is. She goes, what do you mean? I says, some of it's offshore, some of it's dug in a hole, just in case you get squirrely. I look her right in the eye, just in case you get squirrely. You keep you honest. And
take her on that cruise. Get rid of her in one.
What is it, Mike? I'm going to take her hiking with Amanda?
Don't try to steal my murder plan. I've been working on this for a long time.
I know. I apologize.
Jeez.
It's the copycat lawyer.
If you didn't get through, you can get through tomorrow night. You can talk to Dom on his own radio show right here on the station, or you can always call the office, 813-251-5550, or askthedom.com. What do you have coming up on tomorrow's show?
You got me all night tomorrow. I had a couple of folks I was trying to line up, but it was so close to the holiday. A lot of people are on vacation. They want to relax. I said, all right, I'm not going to aggravate folks. But I'll come in, so I'll be in live. You got 3 hours of the Dom. I can answer questions, got a little bit more time, tackle some folks, because I'm here throughout the holiday. We'll just be at the beach and then back and forth to the ice hockey rink. So I'm available. I'm around.
All right. If you need Dom this weekend, you're somebody that's doing a little DUI, drinking and driving, or wherever you find yourself in, Dom is available to you. He'll be around. Don't do that, by the way. Just call Uber or a cab. But I'm just saying, if you find yourself in a bad situation and you need Dom, he is here. So, Dom, thank you. We'll check in with you next week.
You got it. Absolutely, you guys. Be safe. Have a very safe 4th of July holiday weekend. A lot of things go on these holidays, so just be careful to everybody.
Yep. And then we'll take a break and come back. What are we doing?
We're going to take a break.
And then come back and wrap up the show. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Special thanks to attorney Patrick Smith. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one wreck right now. It's in Pasco County, and it has eastbound State Road 54 closed. That's between Sun Lake Boulevard and Land O'Lakes Boulevard. Crews on the scene there. They're working on it. Going to cause some delays in that area. Keep that in mind. Avoid it if you can. Everything else looks good, though. Hillsborough and Pinellas County accident-free on all of the major roadways. No major delays for you on the Veterans Expressway or the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
This 4th of July is going to be a blast. Open a new free checking account with Mid-Florida Credit Union online or at one of our 60-plus branches now through July 6th, and we'll give you $400, along with cashback debit card rewards. No hot dog shortage, no ringing in your ears, no disappointing duds. So get yourself $400 and put a little green into your red, white, and blue. Boom, go the Benjamins. Mid-Florida. Insured by NCUA, 0.00% annual percentage yield. Terms and conditions apply and must be met within 60 days.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, powerless to help. Your life changes forever or ends in a single terrifying moment. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. That's why I've been telling you for years, get scanned. Heart disease claims millions of lives annually, often with no symptoms. Don't let that be your story. You could feel fine today while deadly plaque builds in your arteries or cancer silently grows inside you. And by the time you notice, it may be too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer, often before symptoms ever appear, giving you the chance to take action and do something about it. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between life and death, between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms or pain. Take control before it's too late and take the guesswork out of your health. Right now, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, or someone you just want to protect. Trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. The scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Lest you think that Good Greek Moving and Storage only does moving and storage, allow me to enlighten you. Good Greek Realty. They can list and find your next home with the referral network across the U.S. They offer Good Greek van lines, providing long-distance moving across the U.S. and across the world. They've now got Good Greek Insurance, Good Greek Lending, homeowners, auto insurance, and mortgages. They are experts in all things moving. Get a free moving quote by going to goodgreek.com.
This fall, the Sandman, Adam Sandler, You're My Best Friend Tour.
I feel like we're very good friends now.
Emily Arena, Saturday, September 6th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Summer is here, and it's time to eat, sip, and bar hop in downtown St. Pete. Visit DTSPSummerNights.com to win a $200 gift card to some of the best hotspots, like Whiskey Exchange, Who's on First, Dublin Drop, There Goes the Neighborhood, and Tequila Daisy.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds back again with a 50-50 chance of rain. Not a washout today with highs in the upper 80s. Some evening storms, then mild and muggy tonight with a low of 78 degrees. And the rain chance bumps to 60% for Wednesday. Numerous showers and storms in the afternoon. Highs back in the upper 80s.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Kissy face, sent to your phone, but
9:41 on the Mike Calta Show. Another opportunity to win $1,000 coming up at the Mike Calta Vacay Payday keyword. We're going to give it to you at 10 o'clock. Right before we get out of here this morning. Then the after show will be happening with Johnny B. And I don't know who's there today. JoJo?
I think so, yeah.
No.
I would guess.
Did JoJo and John Senning squash their beef?
I don't know. I saw some stuff on social media that they were in the room together for the first time, but I don't know if they squashed it or what the deal was. You know, JoJo, moody.
Oh, really?
I think she's out of town.
Gosh.
JoJo?
For 4th of July,
Yeah.
she goes away.
Because she wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah.
Took some time off to get away from John Senning.
Probably.
And his rudeness.
Yeah, how awkward is it going to be at the beach bash?
Well, I say, maybe a secret punch-out. We got all these secret rooms with secret drinks and everything.
What if we have secret Fight Club?
Yeah, right? That's how Fight Club's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Don't
talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
And nobody has any big plans for the 4th of July?
No.
The beach, baby.
Someone talking?
Oh, okay.
No, not you, Carmen.
Oh, I was like, that was rude.
Are you talking on the radio?
Sorry.
Is there a lady talking right now?
I thought there was an Alexa talking back to me. Yeah, Carmen, you're the only one that actually has anything. You're going to the beach. I mean, I'm going to the beach too, but I'm not going till Saturday, and I'm going down on. I'm going Friday to Siesta Key to play at the beach club.
Right.
That's toddler.
That's
What's that?
plans.
That's plans. That's,
No, I know. And then I'm at the beach for my family's there for the whole week. I'm just staying there until Monday and then coming home Monday night so that we could do the show next week. But they're staying there. Oh, I'll be alone all week next week.
Oh, because they're like staying down there.
They're staying down there. Yeah, I'm be very needy, Carmen.
Okay, well you can come hang out with Chad and I and the boys if you want. The dogs.
Put on the VR headset.
Yeah.
You can come play
See
some
what
dance
happens.
dance.
I'm just saying. Did you get your Wi-Fi back?
Yes.
What was the problem? You didn't turn it off?
No. It may have been my son.
Oh. No.
So the guy came over, and the guy that came over was fantastic. He's super cool. And he goes, all right, let's check this. This looks good. All right, let's go look at this. And he goes, He goes, why is that plugged in there? And I go, I have no idea. I go, my son, plugs his laptop in to the modem.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but this is plugged in to the output, the input, not the output, one or the other. And he goes, I'm not saying that's the problem, but that might be the problem. And he unplugged it and did the thing, rebooted it, and came right back up. And I told my son, and he's like, it's been like that for a month. And I'm like, I don't know. Because I specifically said to him, I go, hey, you didn't change anything, did you? Is there something? And he was like, no. And I'm like, okay.
He meant to change it back.
Maybe.
But plug in the out hole.
Yeah. Like it was plugged in wrong, though.
And you had to go to the sports bar like a loser.
Oh, loser.
You tweeted at them?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen me. I was wearing a red baseball hat backwards.
Oh, they thought you were Gio.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for
connecting
lay out the joke.
Yeah, clarifying that.
Begging people, please come hang out. I'll buy you a beer.
Corey Cardinal was at a Limp Bizkit cover band in Orlando.
Really?
No, I thought that was
actually Limp Bizkit.
No, I thought it was Linkin Park.
Well, it was a Limp Bizkit cover band on stage that he was putting up there, and they were surprisingly good. They looked just like Limp Bizkit. The guitar player had some weird things on his head, and no,
I'm not into cover tribute bands that look just like the band, and I don't care. I want to see the real band or just listen to it.
If I was going to see Linkin Park and there was a Limp Bizkit tribute band opening, I wouldn't be angry.
Oh, that'd be weird, I would think.
Yeah,
I guess.
I wouldn't be angry, but I'm not I'm definitely not going to see that.
You wouldn't go see, like, I've seen the Bon Jovi cover band. They're pretty good.
No.
Slippery and wet.
Yeah. I've not seen the Pearl Jam one, but I follow some guy on, he's Mexican, I think, and he's got a Mexican Pearl Jam cover band, and he's really good. He sounds just like Eddie Vedder.
If there was Mini Limp Bizkit, like Mini Kiss,
Mini Biscuits.
100%, I would travel to go see that.
Oh, Tiny Limp.
Yeah. Little Biscuit.
Little Biscuits. Little Biscuits would be
There
great.
should be. I'm just, like we know Mini Kiss.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more mini tribute bands, like Mini Guns N' Roses. And
I think Mini Kiss is that band also. They just change wigs.
Mini Metallica.
Call them BB Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd go see little baby Metallica play.
Yeah, little baby Metallica.
Melodica.
Carmen.
Yes.
I just got a direct message on X, whatever the hell it's called now.
Okay.
I barely read it before we come back from break. I don't use X a lot, but I was just checking it. And there is somebody that we know has got a new TV show. He said starting and coming to his YouTube channel. Somebody that you like.
Someone that I like?
Somebody that has been pretty intimate with you, not sexually, but kind of.
What?
Flip Flop the Clown.
Yeah.
Flip Flop the Foot Fetish Clown has got a TV show coming out on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You may be on it, Carmen. You don't even know it.
Oh, gosh.
You are one of his favorite people's feet to lick.
Yeah. And he got in there, too.
Who got him or Bart? Who got in there more?
Oh, my. I don't know. They both did,
Galvin,
in between the toes and everything. Like, they.
Galvin set the new standard the other day. When we were talking about Big J. Okerson and the girl relieving herself on him, and I said that there's nothing for me at all. It's kind of gross. And then you said these magic words. What if it was Gwen Stefani?
Yeah.
And I went,
Changes everything.
Everything. Because I don't want to lick anybody's feet. I don't want Amanda's feet near me. I don't want Carmen's feet near me. I don't want anybody's feet. What about Gwen Stefani? I would lick Gwen Stefani's toes.
Yeah.
Not into feet at all.
Really?
But I would, if that's all I got, if they were like, Gwen Stefani, you could lick her toes, I'd be like, all right, I'll take it.
But that's it. That's all you get to do.
If that's all, I mean, if I have a choice, I'll pick something else. But if they're like, either Gwen Stefani, you get to lick her toes or you get nothing, as long as I get to look at her face while I do it, I'm in.
Really?
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So beautiful. I don't want to look her in the eye. I just want to look at her face. I don't want to make eye contact. She's so hot, man.
She is.
So what is he going to be doing on his YouTube channel? Just licking feet?
Girls' feet?
That's it? Just going around licking feet?
I don't know. You want me to get him on the show? I can ask him.
Please.
Let me ask you this, Mike. If Gwen Stefani walked from her car to the gas station bathroom, in the gas station bathroom, and back to her car, and then you get to lick her feet, but while you lick her feet, she's doing stuff to herself.
Yeah.
You're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say you just get to lick her feet. I go, no, forget it. That's gross. That's just gross. But if I get to be that close to it while it's in action, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Corey Cardinal said it was a Limp Bizkit band, cover band opening for a Linkin Park cover band.
Oh, okay.
Both were good. He said both were good, and it was. I saw the pictures on his thing. It was packed.
Carmen, is there anything you could think of that you would want to go to less?
No.
Would you rather lick Gwen Stefani's gas station bathroom feet?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also, I'm just not a concert person. Anytime I see...
No, I know. But I'm saying, not even Limp Bizkit in Linkin Park. It's a cover band.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that wanted Beyonce to fall to the Cadillac that was in her show? It was
got stuck.
It turned sideways, and she almost fell out.
Could you imagine? Oh, my God. Could you imagine how... Would that be bigger than Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter? Beyonce dies on stage?
Yes. Yeah. That'd be massive.
Yeah. People would be losing their minds.
In her cowboy hat and her dumb Cadillac. Yes. Wow.
I would lick her feet.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was still thinking about it. I had to kind of visualize it for a second, and then I thought about it. Yeah, I would.
So she's the one for you.
She's up there.
She's one of them.
She's in there. She's in the top 5. I'd lick a lot of feet.
Like who else?
I don't know. I mean, I have a couple girls on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram girls?
Yes.
Yikes.
I mean, come on. There's more than 2 on Instagram that are smoking hot.
Yeah, but they're not famous.
I don't care about the fame. I care about the looks.
Well, I mean, you can find a lot of Gwen Stefani lookalikes.
Let me ask you this. To just watch Gwen Stefani do stuff in person,
yeah,
and she's into it. She's not like, gross, don't watch me. She's into it, and she wants you to watch whatever in person. 5 times a year for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you cut off a pinky?
No.
Okay.
No self-mutilation.
All right, I just want to see.
I'm not hurting myself.
I want to see where we were.
No.
I want to see where we were.
No, I'd have to draw the line there.
Yeah, you don't love Gwen
You don't
Stefani.
love her.
That's how Blake Shelton got her.
What do you need a pinky for? Exactly.
2 things. 1, you never know. And 2, I don't want the pain of removing a finger for the pleasure of watching Gwen Stefani pleasure herself.
No, but I mean, it's really, I don't think it would be that much pain. If they gave you okay.
I'm out. Sorry, Gwen. I'll lick your feet, among other things, but there's no way that I'm doing that. I don't think there's a girl alive that I cut a finger off for.
What about
Not even your daughter?
Well, I mean, for...
We're trying to make sweet
Yeah,
love to each other.
oh,
sorry.
Jesus.
Oh.
Why are you bringing kids into it?
What about a pinky toe, Michael?
No.
What about?
Throw off my balance.
What about size of a quarter face tattoo?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just throwing stuff out there.
What do I get to do?
For the next 5 years, 5 times a year, watch Gwen Stefani.
Nah.
She's into it, though.
No.
She is. She's
Yeah.
like telling you, look,
Oh, my
look at
God.
this.
Check it out.
And she's saying it really cool, though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm not going to try and do it.
Right.
She even does the the breathing from Hella Good.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Let's be in and all right. Well, I know what I'm doing now. I'm going to watch Gwen Stefani AI. Hey, by the way, whoever made the Medicine Man AI yesterday, did you see it? The girl running up and kissing him?
That was fake?
Yes.
Oh, what?
That's fantastic.
I didn't see.
I thought that was real.
It was him at a concert, standing there, and some young, hot, gorgeous girl runs up, just grabs him and kisses him on the cheek.
That was
Did you put it
fake?
on Instagram?
I didn't. It's on
It's on like the Medicine
Facebook
Man
page.
I didn't see it.
page.
It's amazing.
Wow, I really thought that was real.
I mean, I'm assuming it's AI. There's no way some girl would kiss Medicine Man.
But she goes to kiss him and he turns away.
All right.
And she kisses him
now
on the
you
cheek.
know that that's AI.
Yeah.
If it's Medicine Man, he's like, I'll put it on my kisser.
That is scary real.
If you want to hear from Medicine Man, he'll be on Drew's show today between
right.
3 and 7. He belongs to Drew now.
Yeah, when she kissed me, I farted.
Find us on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Also find us on YouTube. Like and subscribe us. Tell your friends about it. And yeah, all that other stuff. Rest in peace, Shark. Not that Shark.
Maybe that one too.
Goodbye.
I'm hungry. Yeah. Fashion. Oh, Steve Babu, I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby. Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even. Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius!
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Let's talk about these potential looming tariffs on cars, because there's 2 things you can do to avoid the hit. Number 1, buy now from a dealer with a huge inventory like Stingray Chevrolet, because every vehicle that's on their lot now or in transit is pre-tariff. But if you do end up buying a vehicle, if and when these tariffs hit, there's another guaranteed way to offset the price increase, and that is don't pay a dealer fee, because that fee can cost you an additional $1,000 to $1,500. And believe me, most dealers are for sure going to continue to charge it, regardless of the fact that their customers are already going to have to absorb the price increases caused by tariffs. Not at Stingray Chevrolet. Because of their no dealer fee policy, you automatically will save $1,000 to $1,500, and that, my friends, is a great way to offset any potential tariffs. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today, or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Our huge 4th of July celebration is on at every Crown Automotive dealership with star-spangled savings on the new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV you need. We're loaded with inventory, but these very special Independence Day offers are good through July 4th only. That means you only have 4 days left to save like never before. Hurry to our huge 4th of July sale and let freedom at the Crown Automotive dealership of your choice. The better way to buy and service.
You know, when it comes to selling a home, I know that you have a lot of choices. A lot of people have billboards, but I'm telling you, the best guy in the area is my friend Jeff Borum. He is constantly investing in cutting edge technology and marketing to make sure the most people get eyes on your home. And you know what that means? That means you'll get the most money for your home when sold. You can actually say goodbye to all the guesswork because Jeff and his team have a program that does it all for you. You can find it right there on their website, teamborum.com. That's Team Borum, B-O-R-H-A-M. They have a home value estimator right there on their site. So if you're looking to sell your home or you're looking for the home of your dreams right here in the Tampa Bay area, trust a realtor that is right here in the Tampa Bay area. And that is my friend Jeff Borum. Him and his entire team will work for you, take all the stress out of it, get you the home of your dreams, or get you the most money for your home when it's time to sell. Simply contact Jeff at teamborum.com. That's B-O-R-H-A-M, Team Borum, and tell him you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
At Advent Health, we know your heart. Find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com. That's FloridaHeartExperts.com.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation, Oasis.
Live in California.
Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California.